Hello, Shasta County. Welcome to the Shasta Kids and Family Virtual Expo. We are so excited that we're bringing this expo to you today. It is April 23, 2022, and we're doing things differently. This virtual expo has a mission. Our mission is to bring to you the activities, the information, the resources, the services in all of Shasta County. That is a big mission. That is a big vision. It's not quite ready at the moment, but that's definitely something that we're going to go for. This virtual expo is brought to you, presented to you by the Wedding Breakfast Lions charity. It is the nonprofit arm of the Wedding Breakfast Lions Club, and we were sponsored, brought to you by KIXE-PBS, and in cooperation with the Turtle Bay Exploration Park. I am so grateful to be here this morning. My name is Lion Ava V. Manuel, and I am a member of the Wedding Breakfast Lions charity and the host of this virtual expo. As I said, our mission is to bring you the activities, the information, the resources that's all in all of Shasta County. And there's a reason for that. Let me just tell you how big our Shasta County is. So our Shasta County is really a huge square area. So this is the reason and the vision behind Shasta County. We're north of Sacramento, and if in comparison, just to give you an idea why we have this mission, comparing to San Francisco is 49 square miles of land with 7.75 million people. And that's only 3.5 hours away from us. About 2 hours away is Sacramento on the center, and they have 994 miles with 1.59 million people. Now let's talk about Shasta County. Whoop whoop! Shasta County has 3,775 square miles. Compare that to 49 square miles in San Francisco, and we have 0.18 million people. That looks like 182,000. So what this brings is like we have this vast land area. And if you notice, we also have a lot of water. We have this vast area and we have a smaller population. So what that looks like in terms of demographics is we have a lot of people on the outskirts, with not much access to resources, with not much access to information. And so there's this vast community that wants to serve and wants to help, but there's just a little bit of a challenge connecting our resources, our information with all of our people in Shasta County. Now, this Shasta County, look at this. Our Shasta County is this big, 3,774 square miles, and Redding is the heart of it. Redding has about half of the population of all of Shasta County, but let's give it like the shout out to all of the areas around Redding. And let me show you what we have. We have all of these areas that's showing all of, the borders from Shasta Trinity National Forest up on the north to Anderson Shingletown in south, the French Gulch and Lakehead on the left side on the west. And then we have Fall Rivers, Glenburn, and the Lassen Volcanic National Peak on the east side. So the reason I give you kind of like the demographics of Shasta County is this kind of like gives you the perspective for our mission and our vision to bring resources, information, services through this virtual expo. And as a matter of fact, there's a lot of requests from businesses, from organizations and services to do this on a more regular basis because this is so new to our county, and actually to everybody, that not everybody are quite ready to jump in on the virtual expo, but they wanted to see what it looks like and wanted to participate in the future. But right here, right now, we are talking about talents, and where I am at the moment, we have a talent that we're ready to bring forward. We have a new lion and a Leo in training. What that means is a teenager, who's ready to serve as a lion trainee. And Janina has her granddaughter also with her. And I am just going to present to you Janina, who's coming up on our screen. They are currently at the Reading Farmers Market. Janina and her granddaughter is going to take us on a tour of the Reading Farmers Market, which is really the heart of what Shasta County looks like. So I'm going to bring Lion Janina on. And you could hear the music. Hello, Janina.
Hi. Hi there, Shasta County. We are so grateful and excited to be here. We've already taken a tour around and we've already enjoyed some fabulous booths with some great items for sale, including tons of...
Go ahead and introduce yourself first and your granddaughter, Janina. It's a granddaughter duo.
So that's Nalani Aliaman. This is my granddaughter. My name is Janina Johansson, and yes, I have joined the Reading Lions, and I'm so grateful to learn from them. I have a heart for serving our entire family does, so this is a wonderful opportunity to give back, love on our community, and share some important resources. Thank you, Ava, by the way, for allowing us this opportunity.
Absolutely. How about you take us around? Go ahead and take us around. Let's look at the farmers market. While you're taking us around, I'm going to just put on the chat, a little bit of a background of the farmers market. The farmers market is actually in our community for 45 years already. 45 years in our community it's one that's been originally certified, and it's really amazing that we have this, and a lot of the places in Shasta comes together just to show this. So we are so grateful to show you, and I'm going to give you the full camera, Janina. This is called
live.
Live. This is called
That's
live. I'm going to give you the full camera to be able to show us around the farmers market.
Wonderful. Let me turn this around and get you a little bit of a better view here. All right. All right, so right now we've got a little break in the band, which is fantastic because you can really hear and feel the energy. Here is Funari Sausage Company. Lots of artisan vendors selling a lot of really fantastic quality things here. And of course, Shasta County favorite, From the Hearth. Hi, From the Hearth. We love you guys. We've got some plants. Hi, Carlos. We are live on Reading Breakfast Lions. How are you doing?
Doing great.
Tell me really quickly a little. So I know empanadillas from Puerto Rico. Are you guys serving empanadas from Puerto Rico? What is this style?
So we're from Uruguay.
Nice.
So it's a little different style. Every Latin American country has their own kind of twist to it, and ours are baked. So they're not fried, so it's a little different there. And we do everything from beef to chicken to pork, vegetables. So we're actually sold out today.
Wow, that's awesome. Great.
Here every Saturday until November.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for being here. Now over here too, kind of went straight over here because there is a lot of awesome families having little ones, and we've got some homemade goods here. Just really quality work, and all of the vendors here really have a heart for Shasta County and our community.
I don't want to remember. That's good. That's good.
And Ava, we've even got some great resources available here. Netcare of California, Medicare plans. So lots of information, but honestly, we've been here for about 40 minutes, but we could spend at least 2 hours here. There's lots to see, so I'm just going to keep taking you around to the different vendors. And we're just going to get the camera better positioned Right up there. Put it in the. Thanks. All right, that makes it a little bit easier. Oh, this place has got a line. We've got goodies over here. Oh my gosh, that smells great. Face painting, bring the kids down. Hi, I'm Janina. I'm from Reading Breakfast Lions Club, and we're live just showing some different awesome treats and goodies here available. That's great. A lot of the vendors have said the same thing. Wonderful.
You know what's beautiful about what you're doing, Lion Janina, is this actually gives our community an opportunity to actually see what it is like to be part of the virtual expo. It's not so scary, pretty much. You know, you really just have to have your phone with you, click on the link that we give you, put your name on there, and then you'll be on the back of the studio. And when we're ready to bring you up, you come live like this, and you can report from anywhere in your county. So you can have like a sports activity in your county or in your city. You can have an event going on, and you can come live and share it with the rest of the world, with the rest of Shasta County. And that's how we get connected. So there's so much promise in this technology and what we're able to do. And I'm just gonna let Janina take you around so that you can have a kind of like the idea, the comfortability of what's possible for us here in Shasta County as she takes you around the Reading Farmers Market. I like that popcorn.
Woo! Yes.
I mean,
this is really cool over here.
What a privilege for us to have this in our county. You know, it's just amazing that just in one place, you have a lot of different places from different areas of our county, you know, and they're all natural, they're all organic, they're all healthy. And we just get to give you a feel. Like, look at those plants, they're alive plants and everything. So we just get to give you a feel of what the Reading Farmers Market look like. This is going to be our segment for the next, 10, 15 more minutes as she takes you around. And then we're going to go to YMCA with their pound glass after this. So stay along. And I want to tell you, I'm going to just actually focus out right here because you stay on because we actually have raffle prizes from our amazing and generous sponsor, the Reading Rancheria. They have given out about almost $2,000 worth of raffle prizes that we're going to be raffling every hour. And so the way you would actually get to join that raffle is just comment. Just comment on the section below and say, like, hi, hello, tell us where you're from. Tell us whether you're from Reading or what part of the world you're from. And we are going to just scroll through and pick the person that will get that prize. So our first raffle prize coming up in the next 30 minutes is $100 gift certificate from Reading Rancheria to the Wind River Mini Mart. So you could use it for gas, you could use it for food. So stay along. Type on the chat, and the more you type on the chat on the comment section below, the more chances you'll get to get picked when we actually scroll the screen and get that lucky winner for our first raffle prize. So I'm gonna bring Janina again. Janina, you're on.
Hi, well, we are having a lot of fun. I'm not sure, I didn't hear you if you were able to check it out, but we've got this great booth down here. It's barnwood furniture, completely repurposed. I wanted to share it because what a fantastic idea. all repurposed. I love these little baskets you could do some hanging plants with. But just the quality of work that's down here is fantastic. A lot of the vendors have been saying what a wonderful turnout they've had. My granddaughter and I, we've actually decided we're going to start coming a lot more often because there's just too much to check out, too much quality artisan goods right here in Reading. So we don't need to go anywhere else.
And La Engineer, that's exactly, the conversation that we're having is, we have so much going on in our own county, in our very own county that we really don't need to go very far. And everything is very inexpensive. So go ahead and keep on taking us around.
Love to. Hey! We are live, Breakfast Lions Club, sharing Shasta County's finest and best.
Good to see you.
Great to see you as well. Hello. We are live with Breakfast Lions Club. We're just taking the community around, getting to see some fun, family-friendly activities and quality goods, Miss Ma'am. So we'll be back to say hello.
Actually, Lion Janina, you're live with the Shasta Kids Family Virtual Expo.
Thank you.
Although we are a project of the Reading Breakfast Lions Club, this is the Shasta Kids and Family Virtual Expo that we're doing for our county. Oh my gosh, Parent Magazine! Hi, Rose!
This is exciting. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Rose, working with the North State Parent Magazine. We have some crafts out today at the farmers market. I think it's like an hour until it closes, so you still know an hour and a half. So come on out. We've got horses, some sensory projects going on with little beans, little trees. Take a look at this.
Oh, so fun.
And some coloring, and the kiddos can take pictures in this little cardboard box cutout that everybody's been having a good time coloring.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for being here. Hi. You having fun? I love your artwork. Very cool. Thank you. Right, so there's lots of things to do for the family, Ava.
Yeah, the North State Parent Magazine is there with kids activities once every month on the third Saturday of the month. Just wanted to share that. Ooh, Market Match. Tell us about it.
Right. So would you like to talk a little bit about Market Match?
Absolutely. So we're an incentive program. What we do here is if you use your EBT or CalFresh benefits, we give you up to $15 for free for fruits and vegetables.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so we got these little paper scripts. The vendors know about them, or tokens, and they're $15. So
that's great.
Yeah, it extends your little food budget. So yeah, come on in. Yeah.
All of our families could use that right about now with the food costs going through the roof. So that's great. And then also they get that and they can buy it here, keep it fresh, keep it local within our community.
Yes, and it doesn't expire. So if you don't use it all, you can use it next week, get some more.
Oh, wow. That would be a great present for Mother's Day. I love it. And so they even accept
Lion Janina, grab their contact for me.
You got it.
Yeah, we'd love to grab their contact because that is amazing. One of the things that we wanted to really encourage is healthy eating. Imagine you could use your EBT, in the farmer's market. Who knew that? And you actually get a $15. If I heard it right, you get a $15, extra bonus for using your EBT in the farmer's market. I'm like, how? But that's amazing to know. And we're going to get that contact and we're going to bring that resource to you even more. So we're going to get that contact for you.
Yeah, and I love that we've even got the Everson family farm here from the hills of Montgomery Creek. And then we would talk about keeping our resources and helping our local families sustain with local organic produce, free range eggs, very popular, super cool. Thank you so much for being here. Would you like to introduce yourself and say hello? Totally understood. Par for the course. No worries. Thank you. And this booth right here, Lionel, has been really, really popular all morning. And as you can see, a lot of beautiful plants. And a lot of us working on those yards so we could come on down and speak to the experts. Melanie, that would be cute for your room right there. That's a cute. So, I think that's pretty cute. And over here we've got Good Work Organic Farm, Shingletown, California. Another Shasta County favorite. Oh, I wish we had smell-o-vision. This smells amazing. Local honey, really helpful for when the allergies start coming out. Good job, Dad. Good job. And that's LavineyardFarms.com. Oh, the lavender just smells fantastic.
No, that's amazing.
Oh, tips?
Oh my gosh. What was that one?
Eggplant chili. Smoky robust flavor. Guaranteed. Yeah. I don't like eggplant. I like it.
So we're just taking you on a tour of the Reading Farmers Market. They are actually launching today because today is a special day. You know, anybody could guess on the comment section. Give us a comment on the comment section. What is the special day today? So it's actually a special launch for our Reading Farmers Market. Anyone can guess. We are going to give a prize for anyone who can guess what's the special day today that's related to being organic and being healthy. There's a special event today. So I'm going to come back, let Janina come around, and we'll ask you that surprise later.
Yep, I did want to just take a moment to show you. There's been a lot of interest in sustainable living, and I've got the go-to guy live right here. Go ahead and tell us about yourself and what you're doing here.
Well, I am but a humble worm farmer. Let's get it centered. There we are. That looks good. Okay, I am but a humble worm farmer. I sell worms, worm castings, compost tea, actively aerated compost tea, and I also do garden soil testing. So if you have any questions about soil, let me know. Come on down to the farmers market every Saturday. I'll be here until the end of June, and we can talk dirt. Or should I say we'll talk soil?
Oh, I love it. So, and this is a great alternative for people who are watching their waste and they want to do something for the planet.
Right. Every time we put garbage down the garbage disposal, the earth sheds a tear.
That's right.
We want to put all that back into the soil. We want to recycle it.
Right.
Very important.
Yeah.
It keeps the plants healthy too.
That's wonderful. And we'd love to get the teenagers more involved. Actually,
Yes.
That's why I wanted to make sure I swung by here. This is my granddaughter, Nalani. And we would love to, figure out something that we could do at home and help give back. So
One of the best things you can do is start a worm farm.
Okay.
And everybody should have a worm farm. We should all be putting, recycling all that stuff.
What are the worms doing for us?
Okay, there's many. There's up to 4,000 to 6,000 different kinds of worms. Some worms go up and down. Some worms go back and forth. These are called red wigglers or Insinia fetida, and these are basically your compost worms.
Got it.
And they eat all our waste and stuff like that. And the really good thing about worms is they make little tunnels down in the soil, so water and nutrients can reach down into the root system.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah. And they also have copious quantities of microbes. Because really quick, what happens in the soil is the bacteria and the fungi, they take stuff from the air and the soil and the water, and they metabolize and they grow, and they live a happy life. And then comes along these guys called protozoans. They're little single cell guys, and they eat the bacteria and the fungi. They kind of look like Pac-Man. And everything that's in the bacteria and the fungi is now in the protozoa. 75% of what they excrete are nutrients that the plant can immediately take up. That's been going on for several 100 million years, and that's why we want lots and lots of worms in our soil, because they make the microbes.
Ah, I love it.
Yes.
Well, I'm super grateful that you're here.
Hey, I'm
Keep
having
dancing,
fun.
keep smiling. That's right. And one of this booth, actually, Nalani, she just went straight for this booth. This was her favorite. She came over and she got some lovely handmade jewelry. Oh, and you got the plant too, huh?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Cool. And then we already talked about, we've got NetCare California here. Medicare plans with gym and fitness programs. Really helpful information. There's no silly question, and everyone here is ready to answer and ready to help.
I actually have a question, Lion Janina, for them.
Sure. And she's got someone with her, but go ahead and hit me with that question.
Oh, it's just amazing because healthcare is pretty challenging with how vast Shasta County is. And to know that they're there at the farmers market is pretty amazing. Because normally, like, you get on the phone and you're like on the phone and you feel like you can't reach anybody and you can't talk to anybody, for a while. But would love to know, what is it that they're able to do there at the farmers market, and are they there every week? That would be really good to know. For people who have like health challenges, wanted to enroll, yeah.
All right. So we are live here showing for the Shasta County Family Fun Fair. This is Lori and Ava. And we would love to find out what you're doing here, your name. Tell us about what could our community get from you?
Okay, my name is Deanne Shudish. My business is NetCare California, and I help mainly seniors who are eligible for Medicare. Most of those are over 65 years old, but some people who have been on disability for a couple of years qualify for Medicare also. So we have a number of people that are under 65 and that I can help. And so I can help people learn the process, tell them when and how to enroll in Medicare through Social Security, or to consider their employer benefits through a spouse or what have you, or what happens if they keep working after after they turn 65. I can help them get a Medicare Advantage plan or Medicare supplement, so they covers the part that the government program doesn't cover. The prescription drug plans also, and why you would want to enroll in those sooner rather than later. And then I also offer dental plans and vision plans. So, and those are available to people of any age. Families.
Wonderful. And do you have a brick and mortar location here?
I don't right now. I started this when COVID started, and there was no way I was going to have a brick and mortar. And this.
But you're here every Saturday.
Yes.
I love that.
Until through December.
Okay, so you could come on down and just have a great environment where you can feel comfortable, enjoy some food, and ask away. What was your first name?
Deanne.
Deanne, I'm Janina. It's great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you
my
for everything you
husband's
do.
not here today, but my husband, Alan Parkman, is also an agent. So
wonderful.
Usually find both of us to help people out.
Let's see if Ava's got any other questions.
Yeah, well, I'm just appreciative of you being there, because normally it's very difficult to talk to anybody, so to know that there's someone live at the fun place in the Reading, farmers market is very, very awesome. Thank you.
You've nailed it there, because basically people don't know where to find a Medicare agent. We have some constraints on reaching out to people in our advertising that we can't cross-sell other products. And so it really is kind of your word of mouth, but I really recommend talking to a real person agent that knows the area, the local doctor networks and the local plans, as opposed to someone on the phone at an insurance company, or that you found through your mail or a commercial. Just like keep in touch with the doctors to know who's accepting new patients and this and that, and kind of how
that's amazing.
Work the system.
And I know that you're in integrity because you're there every week. It's not like you disappear out of a phone call.
Right.
So, and you're local.
Unhappy, I will hear about it. And not only do I learn from that, but I do have to have integrity, and I really care about people. I like working with people, and you treat them like my dad or my grandmother, and yeah.
That's evident. Your heart is amazing.
Yeah.
So this is a service that if anyone had a question about how to use their Medicare or how they can maximize the use of their Medicare and get that all tied up with their Social Security, they can come to you, right?
Yeah, if they're already enrolled in a plan, I'm aware of the benefits and I can help them understand them. I can also help them to make a complaint or a coverage appeal or something like that. A lot of things that they don't realize, or how to just save money on prescriptions.
That's
a lot
so
of
good.
aspects, benefits that they might not realize they already have.
Okay, Shasta County, that's a gem. We found a gem. And this is what we're doing here. Thank you so much. And this is what we're doing here at the Shasta Kids and Family Virtual Expo. It's just like really digging into the gems in our community. Like as I said a while ago, our county is 3,774 miles. I'm like, I don't even know how many times that is compared to 49 square miles in San Francisco. And we have such vast resources. And so to know something like this, is really a treasure. I'm gonna let Janina keep on going around, okay? Just because this is amazing. She's finding some gems for us, and you can all. I invite you. Message me, DM me. You can all do this. You can be a reporter for your community. You can be a reporter for your service, for your organization, for business. Let's get our resources out in one place because our area is so vast and our population is so spread out. So let's get it together in this one place, the Shasta Kids and Family Virtual Expo. And DM me. We're still on tomorrow. We can get your resources, your information tomorrow, and share it to someone. Like share this link to someone to be able to like really get all our resources in one place. I'm gonna let Janina keep going. Janina, you're on.
Thanks. Yes. Well, and just a friendly reminder, everyone can put in chat any questions you'd like, or if you'd like me to go visit a booth, I'd be more than happy to be your on-site reporter. And also another word of encouragement. Some people have been like, well, I'm a little shy. I'm afraid to get on camera. Listen, this is a very safe place. Don't be embarrassed. Look, I'm making a fool of myself. You can have fun with us too. So come out and enjoy. But I wanted to bring you here because Mother's Day is coming up soon, and we've got Lost Treasures here. Hi, my name's Janina. Do you want to tell us about some of the products you offer here?
Hi, we offer some customized t-shirts and some jewelry, bracelets and earrings.
I love it. And you're here local in Reading?
Yes.
That is fantastic. All of the products are all made by hand? Wonderful. And this is Lost Treasures. What I really loved is you could make a Mother's Day shirt and customize it and keep your dollars local. LostandTreasures.com. Thank you so much for being here.
That's exciting. And you're right. Mother's Day is coming. So they can come to a Saturday farmer's market and then, have Mother's Day on Sunday. So that's perfect timing right there. Thank you for pointing that out, Janina.
Yeah. And some fantastic other goodies up in here. Let's see. So this is really cool. It's going to be a little bit nosy, loud. Anywho, when I get up to the booth, but I wanted to share with you the bamboo threads. Really sustainable, quality products here. Bamboo threads. Oh, and I love it. Pocket squares or tea towels. Yeah, I love that. That's really cool.
I love these too.
I think I might have to check out that donut booth, but the line just keeps getting longer and longer. That means it's awesome. Yes.
I have to put this in the car and leave it.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Those are beautiful products right there.
Yes. Absolutely. And this is Dragonfly Gardens.
Wow, let's get some story.
Woo! You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
No. It's Solorio Pottery, and my husband and I make everything in the booth.
Wonderful.
It's all made here in Reading.
Absolutely beautiful.
I did those for essential oil. Oh yeah.
Oh, and it does smell really good here. Oh, look at this. Wow. We're just so blessed and fortunate in our community. We've got such talent. So I've heard about this Dip Delish. Could you quickly kind of tell us a little bit about these goodies? I've heard of you guys.
So we have on the far end, we have our dessert mixes, and they're just kind of like a healthy alternative to like say ice cream or just flat out frosting. So you just mix it in there with like Cool Whip or cream cheese. It just makes like that frosting consistency. It's pretty great. And then next we have our salsas, which get mixed in with a can of diced tomatoes. And with that, it's just making it really flavorful. And we've got some sweet pea, we've got some just random flavors, and we have really spicy ones. And then we have our garden herb dips and our spicy dips. And you mix those in with the sour cream or cottage cheese, and it just makes them amazing dips.
Wow, yeah, we were just talking about some of the other booths for Mother's Day coming up.
Oh, yeah.
But thinking about Father's Day and barbecue grilling, this is where it's at. What's one of the top sellers for meat marinades for barbecue grilling?
Probably our Chipotle Honey Ranch Barbecue, which is this one right here.
Ooh.
It's one of those sweet heat, but it adds a lot of flavor as well. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. I love it. Well, thank you for being here.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yes. So I really love that literally we can keep our money local and help support local businesses and get really great quality items. And Ava, here's your people. Say hello to this Lion, Ava from the Breakfast Lions Club. We're live.
Hello. I love popcorn.
Not as popcorn, so it'll be going in a half a second here.
Aha.
Wow.
It really, there's just nonstop fun. And the Clear Creek Soap Company, just FYI, I've got some clients that have used this and they just swear by it. They say it's fantastic. And here's another local artisan group, clearcreeksoap.com. Oh, and again, it smells really good.
Mom thought it was nice until
Well, that's what we call a technical difficulty because we're live. Oh, there you go. She's back. I was saying that's a technical difficulty because we're live. You know, this is live, streaming right here. This is live TV. When something goes wrong, everything goes just like live. We cannot edit it. And that's how life is. So, Janina, I'll keep having you go. We are actually getting ready to show the pound class in YMCA going on right now. So as you take us around, we are getting ready to set that up for you next, okay?
Sounds great. I think it was this one that flew underneath my glasses. It did. It hurt.
Hi, my name is Janina, and we're live for the Breakfast Lions University Fair. I was just wondering if you would like to stand up and maybe talk a little bit about your booth. And yes. What do you like?
Aspen Gardeners is a University of California.
Well, I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, just for personal.
Yes, for home, and I'm trying to get more clients for sustainable. Like back just regular households with kids and family. So not a business.
Oh, no. I just good, like, yeah, just like, well, I do. That's my clients. Hold on, I got it.
While they're having a conversation out there, let me remind you that you can leave comments on the section. Just say hi, say where you're from. Tell us what you love about Shasta County, what you love about where you are, what part of Shasta County you are, and you're going to be entered into a drawing. You can see it running on the screen right now. We are giving away free virtual loot bags and free virtual raffle tickets, courtesy of our amazing, generous sponsor, the Redding Rancheria, who gave us almost $2,000 worth of raffle prizes for all of our viewers. So leave comments, share it, and we're going to raffle the first $100 that's you can use for the Wind River Mini Mart for food, for gas within the hour. Leave comments, and when you leave comments, let me show you. When you leave comments, we can actually put it up on the screen, and it's gonna look like this. So that's actually me leaving a comment right there. And so if you have any questions, you wanted to ask someone on the booth that we're at right now, you can actually put your comment right there, your question right there, and we can address that for you. We can highlight that for you. If you had any greetings that you'd like to put out, you can do that too.
All right, I think okay.
So, what is the easiest vegetable to grow and not mess up? Any suggestions for beginners like myself?
Cherry tomato.
Cherry tomato.
Pretty much, and we've sold tons today. We're pretty low.
All right.
But my son can show you what we got.
I love it. Thanks.
Sweet 100s if we have any left first.
I think I might have sold that last one.
Nope.
Oh, is there one left? Woo-hoo!
Literally the last.
Oh, right on. Perfect. I'm going to go in. I'm going to try it. Let's go in. Let's try it. That's right. It was meant to be.
That's yours.
Tell us a little bit about your farm.
Well,
you're living the dream up there in Shingletown.
A long time ago.
Well, it was a dark and stormy night.
Well,
no, here it was. This is it. I decided to have a garden. And I bought some seed packs.
That'll be $5.
And I got to plant a couple zucchinis and a couple tomatoes.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the seed pack, and there was still a shitload of seeds left in the pack.
Okay.
Well, I'm cheap, and I didn't want to throw them away, so I put them in the ground.
Gotcha.
And then I realized we had too much to eat. So what are we going to do with them? Well, I was raised in farm country, and I used to farm vegetables with my mother. It was the only time I ever spent with my mother because she had such a large family. And so that's how it started.
Oh, I love it. Well, we're super grateful you're always here every Saturday. Rain or shine.
We have been in the farmers market since 1996. So it's a long time.
Wow. You get
Since last
cherry
century.
tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes. So we can plant this together. And hopefully Grandma doesn't mess it up.
Okay, 375, 4, 5, and 15 more.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Reversed it.
Woohoo! Cherry tomato.
You're going to be old like the Epperson.
Smell these.
Lavender. Okay, Nalani said we have to go in and smell these. So,
This is pumpkin spice.
pumpkin spice.
Yeah,
It's
let
nice.
me tell you about it. So we
Yeah.
are a local lavender farm with the biggest collection of lavender varieties in the West.
Wow.
147 species of lavender. We have white, yellow, pink, you name it. And we distill all of our lavender oils ourselves and put it in the products that you see. It's candles, we have CBD products, lotions, soaps, you name it. And we also have lavender wildflower honey.
Ooh.
And we are open to the public. You
Oh,
can come
wow.
and visit. This June, the Vineyard Farms, we're located at Whitmore. We do wine tasting events, harvesting, wreath classes, candle making classes.
Oh, wow.
Definitely check us out.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, Lynn, I wish you could smell as the money's getting ripped right out of my hand.
It is amazing because imagine we actually have that in Shasta County. 114 different kinds of lavender. One of the biggest collections of lavender here in Shasta County, and these are the treasures that we get to find. So it's really, really amazing. Ooh. Let me get while you're shopping, Lion Janina. I'm gonna bring Lion Allen, who is in YMCA right now on the pound class. Okay, we're gonna add him to the stream. Take you off, and here we are. So you may have to like lower your volume a little bit because they are pounding right now. This is the YMCA pound class that you are hearing and you're watching, and it's actually free for anyone to join at the moment, and anybody who joins gets a free pass to come to the YMCA for 7 days. Well, as a matter of fact, anytime you're trying out YMCA, it's free for 7 days. But this is such a fun class where you just get the energy of just hitting. If you ever wanted to just like hit something, I'm gonna just let Lion Allen show us around, okay? Lower your volume because it's pretty loud. So I just lowered his volume down just so we're not taken out of stream. I still wanted to watch it, but Facebook has a thing where there's an audio music that's not licensed for this show. They're going to kick our program out, and we still got 3 hours to go, so we don't want to get kicked out of Facebook. So I'm going to let you just watch this Pounds group program because YMCA is so generous to really want the community to experience this, and it's such an energizing experience. I just wanted you to watch, but we're not going to have the audio because we don't want to get kicked out of Facebook. So here you go. Now, isn't that so cool? Like, if you are ever uncomfortable of working out, it's quite dark there. So you can work out in a slightly darker situation with like disco lights, just so beautiful. I'm going to turn his music back on just so we can hear a little bit more of it. They're finishing up. So good. So good. I'm going to just let them on the full screen, okay? Okay, well, I am so proud that we're watching this. I'm going to put them I think they're down to their last music, and then we're going to be talking to them after this. While they're doing their last music, let's check out on Janina Johansson. We're going to bring Janina Johansson back on screen, okay? Janina.
Hey, I'm back.
Yes, you are. This is fun. This is what gets to be the fun of what we're doing. So Shasta County, I just want you to invite to see a vision of how this is possible. We can have 10 different locations going on at the same time. So someone can just direct messages and say, hey, we're on a car show. We'd like to show you around. And we can send you the link to come on and to show you around in the car show. And then we'll go back to Janina and show us the farmer's market. And then we'll go back to Alan, show us YMCA. And it's going to be just a dynamic community, that we can all share together. So like if we bring Lion Allen at the same time, it's going to look like this. So there's going to be 3 people on the screen. And he's right now like figuring out, so it's just going to be so much fun because we can have like 10 things going on in Shasta County, whether you're in Trinity or whether you're in like Latina or you're in a part of almost Mount Shasta. Shasta. Mount Shasta is no longer Shasta County, but you can be anywhere as long as you've got internet. We can send you a link and you can jump in with us and we can do different things together. This is the future of Shasta County Kids and Family Virtual Expo. We're bringing the resources from 3,374 square miles with a spread of 182 population into one place. And it's the Shasta Kids and Family Virtual Expo. So I'm gonna come off the screen so we can just maybe put Lion Allen up on screen. So I'm going to jump back in because it's so quiet. And the reason we're quiet is because there's music playing right now that we're not licensed to publish in Facebook, and we're going to get kicked out in just a few minutes, once we keep airing that audio. So whenever there's music, then we kind of have to just mute that. But I'd love that you can actually see. So just see the movements in YMCA, and just to let you know, that's available for you to try out. Every Saturday morning at 10:30, they're doing this pound class. I'm like, imagine just pounding something. And what's beautiful about YMCA is that they actually have these programs to our underserved community, underserved youth and teens in our community. If you don't have the financial ability to pay for a gym, YMCA is there for you. And us in the Reading Breakfast Lions charity, we are actually partnering. YMCA is one of the programs, the activities that we are supporting for the Kamacumber type 1 diabetes program. And even last year, just for general funds for YMCA, when they didn't have a lot of things going on because of COVID. So we'd love to support them. And so this is like for all of us here in Shasta County. If you've got programs that you're doing in the community center, if you've got some resources that you have in your part of your community, bring it on. We have a lot of requests. This still has to be discussed by our board of directors in our Running Breakfast Lions charity, but we have a lot of requests from businesses, organizations to just do this on a regular basis, maybe once a week, and we can bring in different resources, different organizations. If that's something you want, leave us a comment on the comment and say yes, because we're so vast in Shasta County that I just really would love to bring the resources together in one place, and that's our vision. So let me see if we can unmute Lion Allen. So I could see that they're finished already. Lion Allen, have they just finished?
Yes.
Would love to be able to talk to one of the teachers. Can you find the teachers? We've got a teacher on our pound class. Tell us a little bit more about the pound class. I think so. I'm so grateful for Sharon, because she's the group director of YMCA, and she had us come to just be able to feature them. And so I am looking at who our teacher would be. Our teacher is Shannon Moore. So let's speak to Shannon Moore and see if we can get some more information. The only thing with this live videos, I just want to let you know, is that the audio is unfiltered. So if it's just too sharp for your ears, just lower the volume a little bit for you so that it doesn't hurt. But that's the thing. Is you can be anywhere in Shasta County, have anything going on. If you've got a car fest, if you've got another farmers market somewhere, you can take a video of that. We can play it here, on when we feature, and we can also have you come live by just sending you a link. So Lion Allen is there right now. I'm going to show you something fun. We're going to bring Lion Janina at the same time and make you see. Imagine having like how many people here all at the same time.
Can you use this, so you can
Do I have to turn the music down?
Yes, maybe. Yes, so I can understand.
Maybe.
Hi, Shannon. This is Lion Abba, thank you so much for allowing us to like film a little bit of your pound class. Tell us a little bit more about pound. What is pound? Like that's very new to us. Like I could imagine just hitting something.
It's live.
Oh, it's live right now?
Facebook, YouTube.
Yes. So Pound is a cardio jam session where you see we're using these weighted drumsticks, and we get to kind of blend fitness with a concert. So you end up doing hundreds of squats and lunges, and you don't even realize because you're having so much fun. It's very music based, very rhythm based. So we get that audio and physio mind body connection, which is super fun. And then of course, as you can see, there's a lot of fun in the community because you get to connect with people, make noise with people. So there's so many benefits to Pound. Did you get
Thank you for that. Yeah, thank you for that. What would be a good way for someone who's interested to get more information to sign up? What's your website or the contact information?
So you can find any of the classes that I do on poundfit.com. And there's a tab at the top that's Find a Class. You'll see my classes listed here at the YMCA, Mondays and Wednesdays at 4:30. And this is the only place that offers Pound in Reading right now. There are virtual options that you can find out on the Pound Fit website from Find a Class, that tab. You can toggle to virtual, and you can find virtual classes that are being hosted all over the world. And you can even buy your own set of ripsticks from the website or from Amazon.
What a privilege. That's the only Pound class in Shasta County right now?
Right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
And tell me the website again.
Poundfit.com.
Awesome.
POUNDFIT.com.
Awesome. So do you just literally like pound with the workout?
Yes, Pound.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Shannon. We're going to put your contact. Thank you very, very much for allowing us to feature you.
Thank you.
You're
Love
welcome.
sharing the awesomeness of Pound.
So with that, we're going back to Lion Janina, and coming right up, we are going to draw a raffle. I'm going to see if we've got some comments. I'm like, I can't raffle if I don't have any people to raffle it to, right? So we might just have to like share this, and then we are going to raffle our I'm seeing comments. Let's keep the comments coming. We have our $100 gift card. Well, it's gift certificates from Reading Rancheria that you can use for gas or food at the Wind River Mini Mart coming right up. And we are sharing screens and audio with Lion Allen in YMCA and Lion Janina in Reading Farmers Market. This is so much fun, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna take them off the screen because they're noisy. So I just wanted to like really give you some resources. I promised to give you resources, we promised to give you resources. And they always say, you give a man a fish and you'll feed them for a day, but you teach a man to fish and you'll feed them for a lifetime. So if you're watching this video, that means you have an internet connection. And if you have a challenging internet connection, guess what? We have an amazing library that gives you free access to the computer. You don't even need a library card to access our library systems. And if that's a challenge for you, DM us. That's the next thing that we are going to feature tomorrow. Tomorrow on our virtual expo, we're going to be featuring all of the educational resources, the library resources, and all of the arts and dance classes. Today, we are doing fitness, health, wellness. What's coming up at 12 o'clock is benevolent boxing. And benevolent boxing is being taught by Alejandro, and he focuses on teens and kids under the age of 10. Normally 10 to 17 is his population, but he can also teach up to 6 years old. And what's amazing about benevolent boxing is that he incorporates breathing and mental health with boxing. And it's so transformational for kids and teens because kids who are having like, emotional issues, anxieties, depression, once they've learned to use the power of breathing, the power of, mental clarity with breathing and boxing, it's absolutely transformational. So that's at 12 o'clock. Share our links to anyone who have teens and kids who want to go boxing. He's going to come live to talk to us about benevolent boxing at 12. And coming up at 1 o'clock, we have the Salt Cave in Redding, California. That's a secret. You probably don't know we have a salt cave here. And so Yolando owns Salt Cave, and she's going to be walking us through, giving us a tour of what the Salt Cave looks like here in Redding. So that's coming up at 1 o'clock. So with that, let me share you some resources. As we have already shown you the Redding Farmers Market and YMCA, it's all about health and fitness. So I'm going to share my screen and give you an idea of how to find the resources. For Shasta County for fitness and health. So we're going to share our screen. That's the Chrome tab. And we're going to put the Shasta County. So here you go. So when you are looking at the Shasta County website, it could be a little bit very, very filling as to what you're looking at. But what you want to look at is on the right side. You are going to be seeing here on the right side, health and human services. So I'm going to show you, I'm moving my cursor towards it, health and human services agency. When you click on that, that's going to take you to a new place. And let me revise my screen share. It's going to take you to a new place. That's going to show you, where you find resources for farmers markets, for activities and physical activities like that. So just Google Shasta County. And one of the things that will come up is the Shasta County website. And so I'm going to show you what the Shasta County website looks like. So once you get to that, it's going to look like this. It's going to take you to the Shasta County Health and Human Services Agency. When you are on the Shasta County Health and Human Services Agency, you actually find a lot of resources from everything from emergency preparedness. What things do you need to be ready for in case you've gotta evacuate your home right away. Don't forget your medications and things like that. You've got food, financial help right here on this side. This is very, very crucial. It's information that's available to you right off of the website of the Shasta County Health and Human Services Agency. And again, the shortcut to that is you go to Shasta County first, the Shasta County website, find the Health and Human Services Agency, and then you get all of the resources here. You've got health and safety. So we're going to go on health and safety just for fun, and let's see what's on health and safety. Now, the way my screen shares, it doesn't share the next screen. So I'm going to stop the screen share again. And then we're going to go back to the next screen that shows that. So let me stop my screen share. While we're taking a break, let's bring Lion Janina so she can actually say bye to us from our farmers market, so she can go on her shopping. We're both, of course, this is live. So when your camera goes off and when your mic goes off, then you're off. So we're gonna be bringing her back when her cam is on. Her cam was just on in a little bit. For some reason, we lost her. So we're gonna go back to sharing screens. So when I share my screen to where you're looking at the front page, when you click on that link, you actually get to healthyshasta.org. There's all of these connections that all channels to each other. And when you get to Healthy Shasta, or really sincerely, seriously, you can just go to healthyshasta.org. I just wanted to show you, like, if the only thing you can remember is Shasta County, you can go to Shasta County, go to health, health services, and then you can get to healthyshasta.org. But once you're in Healthy Shasta, there's so many things in here that you can find. You've got Healthy Shasta walks, you have Eat Healthy, and you have here the farmers market right here. So if we click on farmers market, you're actually going to see all of the farmers market in your area. So you've got Reading Farmers Market, we have the Market by Sundial Bridge, and you get the schedule. Like, you get to find out when they're actually coming, so that you're able to go to those places. And it's so much fun. It's so much fun. The food is healthy, and we keep the money local. Support your local businesses, and you get to be able to, like, participate in the community. I mean, we have an amazing community in Shasta County. And just to be a part of that, is amazing. And the weather is gorgeous right now. It will be a different conversation in 2 months, but the weather is gorgeous right now. Come out. So we have Reading Market, which is the one that Lion Janina actually showed us this morning. And then we have the Market by Sundial Bridge, which is every Sunday from 8 a.m. to 12. So if you missed today, make sure you come tomorrow to Sundial Bridge. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous day. You have a Marilyn Miller Market on Tuesdays. You've got the Bernie Market on Wednesdays, June 8th, for our Bernie family with the beautiful Bernie Falls. And then there's also Anderson Market. There are also other nearby farmers markets, but this is 2021. I'm not sure if this is going to be updated. We can find out. There's Old Station Farmers Market, Palo Cedro, Shingletown, Red Bluff are at least the near ones. So if you're in Cottonwood part of Shasta County, Red Bluff is pretty close to you. And so we just wanted to, like, really share that with you. And once you're here on healthyshasta.org, you could already look at how the different ways to be active. You can find local maps. The local maps of where it is to go and have physical activities, community. There are community walk guides for Bernie Pit River, walk guide. Amazing. Beautiful. Like, if you're ever worried about walking by yourself, there are walk guides in here. There's one for Bernie, for Fall River, and then there are bike maps. Bike riding map, and then there are trail guides all in one place. Look how gorgeous Shasta County is. Look how much all of these, like, little dots right here that are pointing somewhere is a trail in Shasta County. And so you get to all do that, and it gives you a detail, of, whether how long it is. Like, if you wanted to limit your activity level, for example, for the Arboretum Loop Trail, which is the one around Sundial Bridge, you want to limit it to, like, I really couldn't walk much right now. This sounds like a good start. It's a 1.4 mile. It's got restrooms, got drinking water. Dogs are allowed. That's good to know. Bikes are allowed. And then you have the trail map right here attached. So all of the trails that we have, and once you click on this trail, a particular trail, it will actually take you to some of the pictures of the trail, the trail itself, but you get to see the different terrains too. So it even says, if it's an easy terrain. So the way you can understand this is if you look at these three meanings on the top right here, it says flat, rolling hills, steep hills. If you're not ready for steep hills, then you can stay on the flat. So, like, for example, Arboretum is a flat terrain and it's only 1.4 miles. That's kind of how you gauge that. Battle Creek Salmon Trail is a flat terrain. It's 2 miles one way. And so it gives you an idea. And then if you're, like, really on for, like, a challenge, for example, Cloverdale Trails, we're looking at Cloverdale here, has, like, really steep hills and rolling terrains, and and it's 6 miles of walk. Just be aware that there's no drinking water. So that's good that you can actually look at whether there's restroom, there's drinking water, and whether bikes are allowed on the trail. So this is a great resource that's available for all of Shasta County, even all the way to, like, you're looking at, if you're in Redding and you wanted to like find a place out in like Bernie, go for a walk in Bernie. You can, or go to walk for Lassen for a walk in Lassen Volcanic National Park. There's different things that you can find just out of this one resource. Now I'm just gonna lead you back to how we got here. We got here by going to healthyshasta.org. And when you're in healthyshasta.org, you can go to Be Active and look at local maps. You can look at bicycling, Shasta Bike Month Challenge that's coming right up. So let me show you what that Shasta Bike Month Challenge is about. So the Shasta Bike Month Challenge is actually coming up here May 1 to May 31st. And it's a challenge for us to get on our bikes, because the weather is beautiful. It's gorgeous for your health. We've got beautiful trails all around. I just shown you the trails all around Shasta County. This is the Sundial Bridge. So we have a Shasta Bike Month Challenge, for 2022. And we have a sign-up instruction in here. You can just click it and join the challenge. Let's make this an amazing month in May to just like really get out and be on our bikes. You can actually build teams. There are team captains. There are tips and resources. Then there are also great bike giveaways and past winners. So it's really a challenge, and it's just so good to do something like this. So remember, the way we got there is we went to Shasta, healthyshasta.org. healthyshasta.org, and I'm just going to like go back to that main page so you could actually remember what we're doing here is we're showing you how to fish, where to find these things, so that you can just go out and do it for yourself. We have such a robust resource in Shasta County. Our county has done due diligence in making things available online for us, and it's just a matter of like clicking to be able to see. So with that, I am going to stop my screen share. We are getting ready now. Let me show you. We are getting ready to just raffle our tickets to anyone who has given comments on our comments live. So what's going out is the first $100 towards Mini Mart, a Wind River Mini Mart. And that is courtesy of the Redding Rancheria. Oh, you know what? Look, I'm still on my pound glass. So what's beautiful about this technology that we're all sharing with Shasta County is we can put your name, your company name on the banner at the bottom. So let me take off Shasta Family YMCA, and let's put back our Shasta Kids and Family Virtual Expo. And if you're an organization, a business, you've got services, resources, even if you're a home-based business, and we've got another lion in our club who does videography and they do copy and blogs, Lion Mary, Lion Gary. We can have them interviewed up here, have their name, and know that we have someone local that we can tap to for videography, and we can tap into for writing copies for us, and we can actually put their offer. So if you have an offer, you want them to check out your page, it's available right here. This is what's the future of Shasta County. This is what the future of Shasta County looks like. This is available for us through the Shasta Kids and Family Virtual Expo, brought to you by the Redding Breakfast Lions Charity in cooperation with KIXE-PBS and Turtle Bay Exploration Park. It is amazing. It is a power tool. So you're ready? We're going to look at the comments, see if we've got some comments up, and based on our comments, we're going to draw our winner. Well, what's amazing about this is, so I'll draw it from here. And there we don't have a lot of comments, which is great, but we are in integrity. So we're still doing our raffle for our first hour. I am just going to close my eyes and we're going to land somewhere in here. I hope it didn't go out of the screen and see who won our raffle. And it is Loriana Iwan. Well, I call her Pineapple. Loriana is actually someone that I've worked with before. Loriana, you are the winner of the first $100 gift certificate coming from the Redding Rancheria, our generous partner in our Shasta County community. Redding Rancheria has given us over $2,000 worth of prizes. Towards the end of the day, we're going to raffle 2 one-night stays for the Wind River Resort and Casino for a family. And it's not just a room, it's a suite that they have given. So it's worth $215 a night on that price that they gave us. And I am going to show you the raffle prizes in a little bit because we've got them here. And when you comment, DM us personally and send us your address, we're going to mail you these gift certificates that were given to us by Wind River Redding Rancheria. So I am just grateful. We are at 11:45 right now, 15 minutes before our benevolent boxing. And benevolent boxing is like I said a while ago, if it's your first time coming on here, benevolent boxing is not just boxing. He's actually talking about breath and also mental health and mental clarity. And it's so awesome. So I am going to share my screen again and let's go back and explore healthyshasta.org because, there are a lot of resources that are available for us in Shasta County. So let me just stop that for a moment. Apparently I'm still screen sharing. So let me share with you the healthyshasta.org because there's such a treasure in there. So we're going to go on our Healthy Shasta. And so, the beauty of doing this too is that you can, as a business, share us your links and we can all talk about it. You can come on screen. We can interview you. And as you're being interviewed, we can present your website. Like this right now is the website of healthyshasta.org. And it's very convenient and conducive because a lot of people, statistics have shown that people like to watch video better than reading, So this is what you're looking at is Bernie Falls. And this is part of Shasta County. Shasta County is just vast. And so you are here at the healthyshasta.org. And we're looking at the Shasta Bike Month, which is such an amazing resource for us. So it will keep on just sharing all of this. And let me take you down lower and let's just explore together what else we can find. Look, these are things from home. And you can look at your screen time. You can look at your portion sizes, resources to be healthy at home. So let's look at resources to be healthy at home and let's see what we'll find. So it's all about curiosity. Along with our kids, curiosity is a good thing. It's a really powerful tool to use. It's just being curious. So there are links and resources to be healthy at home. There are dietary guidelines. There's Let's Move and then American College of Sports Medicine physical activity information. We can look at fruits and vegetables. And see what we have at fruits and vegetables. Like we just came from the Redding Farmers Market. Here are tips for incorporating more fruits and vegetables into your day, especially with your kids. Just having a bowl of fresh fruit front and center in your kitchen. Eating at least one fruit a day. So just getting more fruits and vegetables in us. And then there are more ideas. There are also Jump with Jill lesson plans. So all of this are available through healthyshasta.org. And what's beautiful is they even break it down to grade levels. So, lessons for grades 1 and 2, there are nutrition action news and lesson plans for each age group. and it just goes on. Grades 3 and 4, what would that look like? Isn't that amazing? That Shasta County HealthyShasta.org has done, this due diligence to even like make it like age friendly, for us to be able to live, just like really healthy lives, and make healthy choices, because we can only choose what we're aware of. We can't make a choice that we're not aware of. So grade 5, is this, and then it goes on. So that's that. I just wanted to like really celebrate again. We have our winner. I'm going to take this screen off. We've got our winner of our first raffle of the hour, $100 worth of gift certificate to Wind River Mini Mart for free gas. Practically, it's free because it was gifted by Wind River, or food, whichever one. Well, gas is so expensive nowadays, so it's actually amazing that we get to have that. So right now, as we are preparing for our next guest, this is like amazing that you can just leave a comment for us and ask us questions, because this is what's beautiful of being in community with each other. I've got a few things that I prepared actually for to talk about our farmers market. Do you know that our farmers market has been 45 years in celebration, of being Reading certified farmers market? They're actually one of the oldest farmers market that's certified, in Northern California. So I just wanted to thank Lion Janina. She just messaged me and she couldn't get back on. I'm like, we're so grateful that she actually did that reporting for us. So taking off of this, we're flexible here. Just wanted to thank Lion Janina Johansson. She actually is the owner of, just to give her honor, she's the owner of the tax group here in Reading, really helping people with taxes. And she's going to come on as a speaker tomorrow. Wait for it, because we have such generous. I mean, I couldn't even tell you how generous our speakers are for tomorrow. We have pre-recorded 3. Tomorrow, we're going to have resources for, electing your guardian, nominating your guardian for kids. We've got resources for credit advices and consult with the Small Business Development Center, and then we've got tax help assistance, and they're all giving generously, like the raffle prizes and the loot bag items. You do not want to miss it. So make sure you share for everybody in Shasta County to come back tomorrow. We are going to be live from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And this is brought to you by the Reading Breakfast Lions Charity in cooperation with KIXE-PBS and Turtle Bay Exploration Park, and the sponsor of all of our raffle drawings, the Reading Rancheria. So with that, let me get back to what I was sharing to you about the farmers market. So the farmers market has been the staple of our community for 45 years. They're the oldest certified market in the state. And you can come and celebrate their official grand reopening today. They're closing in a few minutes. But imagine having in our community like that resource, being able to just like really visit and come and see. The Reading Certified Farmers Market is actually a project or brought to you by the Reading Certified Farmers Markets. Let me just show you who are the people behind this program. I've actually been following them on Instagram, and this is where I see what they're sharing with us. This is the Shasta Growers Association, and let me take that off. The Shasta Growers Association are who's behind our Reading farmers market. And we've got fresh fruits that are always there every Saturday for this one here in Reading. But we actually have everywhere else that you're able to go to. Remember, you go to healthyshasta.org and you're actually able to see those places where you can go and just have fun and have fresh produce, have fresh vegetables and foods from the Reading Farmers Market. And the reason we really capitalize on this, they're not sponsoring us, and we're not getting any donations practically, but we're really for this because this is really supporting local, because all of the people that are coming to that are coming and selling in our farmers market are all from our local communities, growing local products. And so it would just be amazing to be able to support them, because it is exactly what we do in our community. We want to be able to support people that are local in our community, and that's what we do. We've got amazing selection of fruits and vegetables in the Reading Farmers Market. We also have local farmers that you've met a while ago, that you've already met a while ago, and you've seen how they share from really the places that they've been growing from. And then you've got different kinds of just fruits and vegetables, and even your own what you call this, like plants, like seedlings. Lion Janina was just there a while ago, really sharing how this can be grown, and they were giving advices on what's the easiest thing. If you're a beginner, what's the easiest thing? I'm like, that kind of close interactions where they would even walk you. And there was someone who was actually in the Reading Farmers Market talking about soil, like really using the optimal soil that's organic, so that you grow healthy food. And this is so amazing for kids to experience this. There's nothing more amazing than actually kids really experiencing, seeing something grow out of the ground, start to sprout, and then they start to pick the fruits, and then eat the fruits. Like, that's just such a transformational experience for our kids to experience. And you can do that even in the smallest areas, even in apartments, because when you ask them in the farmers market, like, what this is my area, what can I possibly grow, and they would actually guide you. We've got everything from jams to also spices, to different things for sale and on sale for Mother's Day. And we've got pies and desserts. And of course, a lot of people that actually makes up Shasta County. And this is what's great, is that there's music, there's joy, there's enjoyment. And that's all possible because our Shasta County community is available through the access of our Reading Farmers Market. So right here in about 3 minutes, we're getting ready to actually bring our benevolent boxing trainer, Alejandro is his name, and he's gonna come and share with us the importance of boxing for kids and teens in terms of how it really helps them for life. So I know that I'm still hiding. Let me just, this is called production as a solo. So let me remove that and come back to you. So in the future, what this looks like. Remember, this is a vision, and I wanted to share the vision again because this is really important. We get to set up visions, and our vision is to bring information, resources, activities, services to kids and families in Shasta County. And that's what's available for you through the Shasta Kids and Family Virtual Expo. And as I was saying a while ago, we actually do have a lot of requests from businesses, from services, and from organizations to do this a little bit more often. Initially, we were thinking of doing it once a year, but there's a proposal to do it more often so that we can bring the resources to our Shasta kids and family. And so with that, I see that we've got our benevolent boxing expert on here, but let me just give him the proper introduction, because it's important that we honor people, for the work that they do, especially, the service that they do for our community, for the kids in our community. The Reading Breakfast Lions Club has been serving, kids and youth since 1964. That is 57 years of service to kids and youth in our community. And I am just humbled and honored to be with even the original, Lions members who were there in 1964, still serving with us right now. I was sponsored into the Lions Club by my sponsor, Lion Charlie Duncan, and I am very, very honored that that he trusted me to be sponsored into the Lions Club, because especially the Reading Breakfast Lions Club has such a standard for community service from 1964, having served kids and youth in our community. So this is right up our alley. Introducing to you a benevolent boxing trainer. It's right up our alley. So as we are getting ready for him to come, let me just show you what benevolent boxing is about. Benevolent boxing is run by Alejandro, and Alejandro is such an amazing person. I just had a little bit of a time having a conversation with him, and just to give honor to the work that he has done in himself. And that's what's beautiful about the work that he has done. It's not that he's just worked with kids. I mean, he's done the work in himself, and you're going to hear parts of his story today. Alejandro Vela actually came from Los Angeles into Reading right before COVID. He's 30 years young, originally born and raised in Los Angeles, California. He's an entrepreneur, certified life coach for Masters of Self, and also certified in breath work. So, this is like, I find this, I'm going to just take that for a little bit and bask on that. It's always beautiful and amazing when people do more than one line of work, just to be able to expand on the expertise. So to think of someone who's training our youth and our kids on boxing, who also has done breath work certification, who's also done master work in self, meaning to say, being aware of yourself, in control of yourself. He can speak more about that. I'm not going to pretend to know about it, but bringing back our expert here in boxing, mental health, and breathing, Alejandro Vela is a youth mentor for Sacred Sons Youth, mentor at Catalyst Mentoring. Oh my gosh, I love Catalyst Mentoring. He speaks both Spanish and a little bit of Portuguese. I'm like, how did we get you in Reading? Oh my gosh. Extremely passionate about helping, guiding, and inspiring the youth and all people. Loves bringing people together, teaching not just boxing, learning, creating safe spaces for sharing and hearing vulnerable stories, making people laugh, being out in nature. Ladies and gentlemen, kids, youth, let me bring up on screen Alejandro Vela. Woo! Alejandro.
Wow, thank you. What an introduction.
You're welcome. You deserve it. I mean, the work that you do with our youth, the fact that you're volunteering in Catalyst Mentoring and the other organization. I mean, we see your heart. We see your heart. I'm gonna have a little bit of request. This is what you look like if you come on our camera with your head, with your camera upwards. I'm gonna ask him to give us a sideways so that he's full view. Yay! That way we can see you full view and not in small pictures. So Alejandro, tell us a little bit about yourself, your journey, and what brought you to boxing, and even that I'm throwing a lot of questions because I'm gonna put you on screen by yourself for a little bit, the journey that you've been through working on yourself, that you're now able to transfer to the kids and the teens that you work with. And I would actually love to hear some of the teen stories, that you have worked with to be able to like really give us a picture of what this looks like, because to me this is new. It's not just boxing, it's everything: breathing, mental health, calmness, and mentoring our youth and our kids. So would love to hear how you came up with this, your journey in life, and what and what you're doing right now. Alejandro, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Ava. Thank you for the invite. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And you said something earlier that I just wanted to expand on and start from there, and how I am continuously looking to expand, right, in breathwork certifications and life coach certifications. I feel like that's something that I've learned from the martial arts itself, from boxing, that I am always a student. I'm always a student. The learning never ends. And boxing has shown me that time and time again. I've been training for about 7 years now, and I still feel like a baby. There's so much more to learn in boxing and in life, right, with myself. So definitely wanted to touch on that. But as far as my story, a little bit about my story. I was born and raised in LA. I was a very happy kid since I was little. Grew up with 2 older brothers, and I loved always just being a part of my older brothers and hanging out with their friends. And then throughout the years, especially middle school, that's when I really started to lose myself. I was in a neighborhood with a lot of gang violence, and it was a very lonely, scary time for me. That's when I really started to feel fear, just even for my safety. And then all the hormones and girls and the stress of school. And I just really didn't have anyone to talk to. And that's where I could see now that middle school, so that 10, 11, 12-year age, was a pivotal moment in my life that led to a lot of behaviors of, having to people please others, to want to fit in, and trying to be cool and trying to dress a certain way, the music that I started listening to. And inevitably, those decisions that I started to make started to shape the personality, the person who I was becoming. And fast forward to my early adult life, still with those same patterns. And that's when things really got dark for myself. Started looking for things outside of me, things like drugs and alcohol and partying and chasing money, and like having this desire of something to prove. And it was a very dark time in my life. And it wasn't until I experienced a couple near death experiences that ultimately led me to go within and see who Alejandro actually is. And that didn't really start till about 24, 25 years old. And boxing actually played a huge role in that. I did not train boxing when I was a little kid. I was actually very chubby as a little kid, my entire teenage life. I think, Ava, you might even have a picture of me as a 18-year-old where I was well over 200 pounds. I was about 210 pounds, and I'm only about 5'8", 5'9". So I was a big kid most of my life. But I found boxing at about the age of 24. And that was definitely one of the pivotal decisions that I made in my life. Started to train, started to exercise and be more in my body, which I had no idea that that's something that I continuously avoided. I lived in my head almost my entire life. So being in my body, the consistency, feeling the strength and this newfound confidence within myself, it was a beautiful experience. So going back to your question of kind of how I got here and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, I feel like my life's experiences have led me to where I am right now. And going back to what I said earlier about the middle school years being some of the most pivotal moments in my life, that's why I feel so passionate about helping the youth right now, because it doesn't take much. I feel like it doesn't take much. All it could take is one person that cares for them, one person that they're able to see that acts a little bit different. Oh, so that's one of the things that I feel that I like to bring to my students, and something that I embody with myself, that I am myself. I'm much more authentic with myself. I'm silly. I play with the kids. I tell jokes. I'm vulnerable with them. I share how I'm feeling. You know, sometimes I'm not feeling too well, and my students can hear that. So for them to just see this dude who sometimes they look up to, and they see me as this cool guy, and they see me act in such an authentic, vulnerable way, I feel like those little seeds that I'm dropping, and a lot of us do, right? There's many people who do this, that it, it could make a huge impact on a kid's life. And I know for myself, when I was a teen, those few people that did genuinely like care for me and were curious about me and would not have this authoritative persona that I'm a kid and they're an adult and they know better. The couple adults that came into my life definitely helped me feel this sense of love and acceptance and belonging in the world. So I want to offer that to kids, to everyone really. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. That was a long-winded answer.
Alejandro, it's actually beautiful. It's beautiful that, they say that you really are unable to help others get to where they are unless you've been there. Like you can't lead where you've been. And what's beautiful about your authenticity and your vulnerability that I think is very effective for our teens is that you're vulnerable with your story. And that they can relate to whatever it is that you're saying was your past experience and where you came from. And I think, in my experience, it gives hope. It gives hope to youth and kids. Like if you did that and if you were able to go through that, then there's like hope for me. Because part of our challenge in our social media looks in our Instagram and our filters are like we see the highlights of people's lives and we think that we're alone in our in our situation and in our whatever it is that we're experiencing. To have a community like yours and a leader like you, be that, especially for boys, there's a lot of pressure for boys, for young men to perform, to be, to toughen up, to show yourself strong, to show like you've got your act together. So, and it's a lot of pressure. So tell me a little bit of a story of what your experience has been working with some of the youth that, would have not been where they are had it not been for your influence in boxing.
Mm. Yeah, even just to comment on what you shared about how as young boys, many of us aren't ever given permission or allowed or taught that having emotions is okay, especially coming from a Hispanic background, this machismo. But I see it in all cultures. It's not even just in Hispanic cultures of, oh, you got to toughen up. You got to be a man. You got to be strong. You got to, suck it up, keep going. And all the other sayings that come along with that. So yeah, definitely I want to say it wasn't until that I really hit rock bottom and I started to seek help within myself. That's when I actually, for the first time, allowed myself to feel. So I totally get it. How many of us men in particular, never have that. We're never taught, we're never modeled, we're never showed that having emotions is healthy, and you're a human being. That's part of life. And that's funny that you bring this up also, because I actually just had a student just leave maybe about 30 minutes ago, and I told him, okay, brother, I gotta go. I have to be on this live, and I shared with him a little bit about what we were going to talk about. And he said, hey, if you need me, I would love to share a little bit about my story and what boxing has done for me. And I'm like, well, I can't do it anymore. It's a little bit too late, but would you mind sharing with me? And he shared with me. He's like, yeah, bro, he's a little bit older. He's in his 20s. And he was sharing with me how depressed he was before he started training with me. We've been working together for about 6-7 months, and how depressed and just how sad and lonely he felt, and he was just in a very dark place. So now that he's been boxing and working with me, he feels that he's in a much place within himself. I saw you pop in the screen. There you go. Where'd you go?
This is called live. When we're
Yeah.
doing things live. So one of the beautiful things is Alejandro has actually some pictures that he would like to share. And part of all of the technical difficulties is when a lot of things are going on in the background. That kind of jumps up and down. But going back to what you were saying, because what you were saying was really beautiful about this youth who shared, what it has been for him. There was one that you actually briefly shared with me as we were preparing for our interview together and doing this interview, that you talked about, one of the kids having an anxiety. Would you tell us that story?
Yeah, definitely. That was just about 2 weeks ago, and it was our first session together. The mom reached out to me, and you could tell that she was looking for something, and she was, I don't want to use the word desperate, but feeling maybe hopeless that she couldn't find any support for her son. She's a single mom. Her son is 16 years old, and reminds me so much of myself. So he's hasn't been moving much the last couple years, especially with COVID. I think he mentioned that at school they got rid of PE, so he doesn't really move much. So he's definitely a little bit chubbier, and he hasn't moved. So he came with me. We worked together, and he was definitely a little bit shy. We're 5 minutes into the warm up, very gentle warm up, just showing him some technical things that we were going to do with the boxing. And we're not even we're about 5-10 minutes into the warm up, and he starts to get like dizzy. He starts to get dizzy. You could see in his eyes. I'm like, "Are you okay?" We could take a pause, and then you could see him, right, breathing in through the mouth, up here in the chest, very short, quick breaths. And I need to sit down. He sits down. He tries to calm down, but he still continuously, and he's like, I got to go outside. I need to throw up. And he starts to feel like this feeling of, oh, I got to throw up. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. We're going to have to reschedule. I can't do it. I'm sorry. And I'm like, no, it's okay. It's okay, bro. No, take your time. It's okay. Let's be here. And he goes outside and he lays down on the floor, and he continues to breathe in a certain way. So that's literally like an anxiety panic attack happening right before my eyes. And I guided him because of a lot of the breathing that I've been doing with myself. I was able to just a couple little adjustments that we made. Close your mouth, breathe in through your nose, start breathing in through your nose. It's okay, I'm here. Closes his mouth, he starts breathing in through the nose. Okay, let's lengthen those inhales and exhales. So we go into 3-second inhale. So it was something as simple as 1, 2, 3-second inhale, 3-second exhale. 1, 2, 3. We kept that going. We did it for about 2-3 minutes, and you could see his body transition from this from this panic to this relaxation that he started to experience. The wind was blowing outside. He gets up. How you doing? How you feeling? He was like, I feel good. I'm okay. Okay, do you want to continue boxing? We could take a pause. No, I want to continue. We came inside. Dude crushed it. He did such an amazing job. Afterwards, he was so much more calm. We kept the nose breathing throughout the whole time. And he ends up being one of the best students I've ever had, in the sense of when I show him and he's able to visualize it, he's able to repeat it to a T. It was so amazing. I was amazed. I had very few students that were able to dissect the movements that I'm teaching in that way. So We went from anxious panic attack, I don't want to do this, I don't think I could do this, I'm sorry for wasting your time, to being one of the best students I've ever had in that sense of just being able to digest the information and then embody it. So yeah, that was an amazing experience.
This is what happens when you're excited to talk. You forget to unmute the button. So, live TV. So, one of the things that I really love about this story and the reason why I jumped in is because it's amazing, what knowing how to do proper breathing does, with mental health, clarity, mindset. And I love that even your title, I'm gonna put your title back up just for people to see what you're talking about today. And what you're talking about is boxing, breath, and benevolence. And so it's not, and I love if you could speak more a little bit on the breath part. But before we go there, let me show some of your pictures. I'm going to just put you on the full screen by yourself. Cool. And actually put some of your pictures. So here's you're half in, half there because your picture is a little too small. So tell us a little bit about these pictures.
Yeah, that picture was a student of mine who, after about 2 months of training, she actually had a small little fight in front of about 100 people, and we won the fight. And it was a beautiful, emotional experience afterwards because of all the hard work that we put into the training and her doing her homework. And so seeing her show up in that way come fight night, it was a very beautiful experience. I was so proud of her.
That's so good. How about these?
So this one, this one's interesting. This was about 2-3 years ago, and this was a big fight that I had. And this was for a charity. It was not a professional fight, but it was a charity fight in LA at one of the top gyms in California. And I'm surrounded by celebrities and all these professional boxers, and I'm on the card. I had one of those fights, my first fight fighting in such a big crowd. And I won the fight. I won the fight by TKO in the second, third round. And it was a beautiful experience. And then after that experience that I won the fight, something that I trained so hard for and I envisioned and I wanted in my life for so long. And then I went through one of the heaviest depressions after that fight, after I won that fight. So that was a great teaching moment for me. And I feel like a lot of professional boxers and just people in athletics in general, they're always chasing this goal. Oh, when I become a professional boxer, when I get the gold medal, then I'll be happy. That was a big wake-up call moment for me, that fight. And it's like, it's deeper than this. Okay.
There's so much beauty in what you just said. So I'm going to come back in the screen. It's beautiful how you said that, sometimes we chase for something thinking that that's the answer. And this is the reason why we're finding a lot of people who are successful, who are celebrities, that are depressed. And there's really not a science to that. Maybe someone else who has mental health that we're going to pursue having someone tomorrow that could speak on mental health. And if you're watching, if you're seeing this and you know of someone who can speak in the mental health, actually, we do have someone in the Lions Club whose granddaughter really is working in the mental health with teens and youth in Shasta County. And, just the availability of people is a little bit of a challenge and a question. So that's really important. Because it's important to know that even in success and after success, people could go through kind of like, I don't even understand, kind of why am I disappointed? Why am I, depressed? What was that journey like for you?
Yeah, so it's interesting because I won the fight. I was scared to go into the fight. The person that I was fighting, he was a lot stronger and he was built like a tank. But I knew I had more experience than him. I had been boxing than him a little bit longer. And for me, after winning the fight, one of the stories that I started to tell myself was that my fight was boring, that I was too defensive. I didn't put on a good enough show for the people that were watching. comparing myself to the other fights that took place. Oh, the other fight was way more exciting. I sucked. I choked. I should have done better. And yeah, that was one of the biggest things, like this judgment towards my performance.
I was gonna say that, exactly that. I think one of the things that really affect the fulfillment of a success, despite success, is judgment. The same thing we're doing here I'm gonna cue in with our Shasta County, Kids and Family Virtual Expo. It's so new to our community. It's practically new anywhere and everywhere. We're ahead of the game in terms of technology and bringing resources to our community. And not a lot of people are ready to jump into the camera like you are, and jump into the chance. But it is, all the work that you've done in yourself and all the work that you've done, in service of others and teens and youth that like really puts you in that position. But even in the success of what we're doing right now as the Shasta Kids and Family Virtual Expo, there could be a lot of judgment in my part, like I didn't accomplish this, didn't do this. But it's in that knowing and being aware that it's a process. Things don't happen overnight, and that it takes a process. And I love that your kids and your teens, your youth that you teach, are aware of that process and they go through that process. So tell us about process a little bit. What kind of process do teens, and like you said a while ago, from being very deconditioned, from not being able to like really have the physical ability to go for light activity, to being able to go past that, and really excel in this area that they didn't think they would, because of the mentoring that you're giving. I'd love to hear a little bit more about that.
Yeah, and first, just want to comment on my willingness to jump on this call. That was that was a process in and of itself. Yesterday, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take some time to prepare for tomorrow and take some of the things that Ava asked about. I avoided it the entire day. I avoided it. I procrastinated. I found other things. Oh no, I should do this. I should do this. Come nighttime last night, I'm like, yo, what did I do? I just spent the entire day and I didn't prepare at all. And it was scary. It was scary to do this. I felt, oh man, people are going to see me. I'm going to talk about my business, and my business is still evolving, and I'm not sure what I want to share.
And that this is the beauty of this conversation. We're going to take a clip of this and show it to everybody that it doesn't really take preparation. How much time did you have to like click the button? Click the button, put your name as you want it to appear on the screen, and allow your camera and your audio, and you're on. And it's beautiful, your process when you first came in, that it was upwards and we see how you were small, and then we turn it sideways. It's so organic. There's this culture, we're talking about anxiety, mental health right now, and this is perfect. There's something in our culture that puts a pressure into doing things right the first time, or doing things right, doing things excellent the first time. But there's a process to everything, and that's beautiful that our youth gets to understand that our teens get to understand that what they're seeing is a finished product of something that someone has gone through a process, for many times. And to just allow yourself the permission to just be organic, to just be natural, to come on the way you are, because you're enough. You are enough. And I love that, you went through this process, because I promise you, I did the same thing. With the virtual expo, I have had businesses and services that were interested in jumping in, but I procrastinated. I waited a little bit, and then they got busy, and then they weren't available. And so we go through this process, and that's all part of growing. We get to give ourselves grace and being authentic and being vulnerable to say that this is our process, and not making it look like everything is filtered and perfect, just allows people to be able to step up. And like what you did today, Alejandro, I tell you, is so beautiful because it gives people permission to like try it out, like even to know that they're afraid, and to know that they were nervous, and to know that that you have avoided it, you didn't prepare, and yet you are here right now, and you are talking about the lives that you get to change, and parents who are having challenges with their kids and teens being able to see a hope in what you do. So thank you for doing what you do. I'm gonna put you back on the main screen. Talk about breathing, because I'm a hospital physical therapist by profession. I haven't said that yet. And the reason I actually got into virtual what do you call this, virtual shows, virtual summits and expos, is because I wanted to find a solution to be able to educate people before they get sick or they get ill. Because what's happening is I see them when they're broken, and I see them when they're very ill. So what does that look like for me to be able to educate them on an online platform before they're sick or ill or broken? And so I got into the virtual show for that reason. But it's exactly the process that we go through, that it takes time, and breathing when you're anxious. Like this morning, I was just like taking my breaths, because this is a take two. You could see that you could see actually the title that says take two, because our first link had technical difficulties, and then it kind of got kicked out of the air because we didn't log in soon enough. And so there's that process, and I love if you could show us something about breathing that would help people whenever they're starting to feel anxious, when they're starting to feel like really nervous. What can they do breathing wise to be able to like really help get present in the moment, and and be able to think clearly? What does that look like? Like there,
Yeah,
right
like
there.
right there.
That breath right there.
That was it. I'm done. There's my TED Talk. Yeah, no, I mean, I would say one of the first things that one could begin to do is just bring in awareness to the breath. How many times do we breathe a day? Right? We breathe somewhere around 25 to 30,000 breaths a day. How many of those breaths are you aware of? For myself, the first 27, 28 years of my life, I was very unconscious of my breath. And I actually always had my nose stuffed. So I always had one nostril blocked. So it was just natural for me to breathe through my mouth. And that plays such a huge role in how you're breathing and what the way you're breathing, how it's impacting your nervous system, how it's impacting your psychological state, how it's impacting your emotions. For example, this morning that I was feeling a little bit anxious, like, oh man, I have this call and I didn't prepare, so I'm feeling some judgment. Oh, it's okay. I'm trying to love myself through it. Had I been breathing the way I did in the past, that little bit of anxiety would have turned into chaos. And it just makes life so much more difficult. So I think one of the best things that one could begin to do like right now is even just appreciation for the breath and gratitude for the breath, and bringing awareness to the breath. How long can you go without food? Like, how long can you live without eating food? You can go a couple weeks. How long can you go without water? You can go a couple days, maybe a week. How long can you go without the breath? There's no coincidence. When we are first born, first thing we do is we take an inhale. And then when we leave this earth, the last thing we do is we take an exhale. The breath is super important, and it's literally our most vital thing that we have. So gratitude, appreciation, awareness for the breath. And then just like a little detail there that I feel, without getting too complicated, if you can breathe in through your nose, if you can slow down your breath, If you can breathe into your belly, right? Not the chest, but if you can breathe into your nose, slowly into the belly, lengthening your exhales, that alone is a game changer. And it has dramatically impacted my life versus the contrary to that, how most people breathe. They breathe through their mouth, they breathe through their chest rapidly, and it's all inhaling. So it's fast, chest, mouth, breathing in quickly. That's going to put you in this part of your nervous system that it just makes it so much easier to be anxious, to be fearful, to be reactive. So yeah, that's something simple that everyone can begin to do right now, focusing more on the nose, slowing it down into the belly, lengthening the exhale. And you're muted.
Thank you. It's pretty amazing how simple that is. I'm like, can it be any simpler? You know, it's super simple. um, and it's so powerful. Thank you so much, Alejandro. Are there anything else you'd love to share with us? um, Give us a tip for moms. What would be a good way to get a hold of you, and what are some of the things that you could work with, or challenges that they're seeing in their teens or in their kids that you can work with? Would love to hear that. That way, we kind of are able to like really help you, who you can help.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if anyone resonates with anything that I shared, would like to even just chat and talk, I'm always open to talking with anyone. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram is probably the best. You could message me at Benevolent Boxing or benevolentboxing@gmail.com. You could send me an email and I would love to chat and yeah, talk about whatever it is you'd like to talk about. But as far as for moms out there, I was actually just talking to a brother of mine who has a nonprofit organization who has done a lot of amazing things in Siskiyou and Shasta County. Grateful Deeds. It's a wonderful nonprofit, and yeah, we're looking to hopefully create something where we could bring support to single moms and parents in general, because I know it's a lot harder for you to tell your kid. Well, it's a lot harder for the kid to actually listen to the parents giving them the guidance. But when it comes from someone else, I think they're a lot more receptive to that. So, yeah, as far as advice, I mean, just I can't even imagine what it's like to be a parent at this time. You're doing an amazing job. However you're doing, you're doing an amazing job, and give yourself grace with what you're doing right now.
That is
And
just beautiful.
we need each other. That's another thing too. I know for myself and many people included, oftentimes, we want to go at it alone. Oh, I want to take care of it alone, or I don't want other people to see that I'm challenging. No, we're human beings and we're meant to work together. And it's there's strength. There's a lot of strength and courage in asking for help, in looking for support. So yeah.
Well, Alejandro, I am so proud of everything that you're doing and the support that you're giving our teens, our youth, their parents. You can reach Alejandro Iglesias in Instagram, Benevolent Boxing, and thank you for everything that you're doing, Alejandro. And thank you for coming on the show today. Would you like to give some parting words, or you feel you're good?
Yes, I would like to give some parting words. Actually, one of my greatest teachers who inspired me to do boxing, Muhammad Ali. I'm sure many of you have heard of Muhammad Ali. When I found out that he was dyslexic, I'm like, wait, he's dyslexic too? Maybe I could be good at boxing. And at the time, I thought Muhammad Ali, yeah, he was a great boxer. But now that I've studied him a lot more and who the person that he was, Muhammad Ali, Bruce Lee, like all these amazing martial artists. And one thing that I actually have written down here, a quote that Muhammad Ali shared, was that the personality of a person, the ways of a person, the thoughts, the deeds, the actions, it's all based around his heart. A lying, cheating heart means a lying, cheating man. If the heart is not great, then that means he cannot be great. But if the heart is great, the man remains great under all circumstances. So, yeah, let's listen to more of here in our hearts and our bodies than being up here. This is useful. It's a beautiful tool, but operating from here, I think, is where the magic happens.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Alejandro. I appreciate all of what you've shared today and for inspiring everyone else that they can jump on and share with us what your experience is. What your experience and what you're doing, it's easy. And even though you're scared to do it, it's absolutely fun, right?
It was fun. It was
It's
fun,
fun.
and like you said, it's a practice, right? It's a practice. It's a process. Go back to me 10 years ago. I would be terrified at the Starbucks when the lady would ask me, "How was your weekend?" I'd be shaking, and I'm sweating my palms, my armpits. I'd be so terrified. So yeah, if I could come to a place where I feel more comfortable, we could all do it. But like you said, it's a process.
Well, thank you so much, Alejandro. And with that, I just wanted to tell you that we've got Janina. Lion Janina is back at the Kids Kingdom. And up next, we have Salt Cave coming in 20 minutes. But in this next 20 minutes, we just wanted to show you some of the resources for entertainment. And Janina Johansson and Nalani Aliman is right now at the Kids Kingdom to show us. Hello.
Hello. Today we're at Kids Kingdom, and this is really one of my favorite spots in Redding, California. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do here. It's so huge. And then there's also places to play soccer, basketball. It's a really good spot. You can just come here and lay on the chairs or anything.
They redid the park and they made some improvements, and it's just really perfect for families. You're going to see all ages. Really, safety is paramount too. But they've even got this fun stuff over here. You can make music. And the kids absolutely are enjoying the slides. The one thing I really love as a parent and as a grandparent is you feel really safe. There's so many families here. There's like a gazebo area, which will bring you over there. Celebrate families and birthdays.
Woo! Yeah, so it's perfect here. You can have your birthday here. They have a pavilion. So there's like a whole bunch of benches that you can have your birthday here. I've actually had my own birthday here before. It was a really great experience. They also have a water feature here. It's called the Magic Fountain or Mountain. And that is right over here.
It's off right now.
Yeah, when it gets to the summertime, it will turn on. And it is super fun here.
Yeah, wait till Sissy rides her first one.
Let's go over to the other side where the water feature area is.
And they have these really cool artwork, so it's including the community with everything that they do. So over here, they have the pavilion with, we can see some birthdays over there. It's a really great spot to have your birthday at. Really fun. Plenty of grass area.
And one other fun thing about Enterprise Park, so we're down in the back side here where they have Kids Kingdom and fun, safe stuff for the family away from the main street. But up top, actually, if you go, when you're first coming into Enterprise Park, they've got also great resources and fun things for families to do there as well, including the disc, what is it called? The Frisbee disc golf?
And here's the pavilions. They also have grills here, so if you want to make some homemade stuff.
Grab some sausage from the farmer's market and then bring it over here and cook it up. That's really cute.
Yeah. Some birthdays over here. So we're going to make our way up to the front of the Enterprise Community Park. which includes like a soccer field. They have a basketball field.
Do you know, Nalani, have you ever gone inside the Enterprise Community Room?
No, I have not.
Oh, let's just do some investigative stuff and see if they're open today. And it does say they have a Tiny Tots preschool program here, so probably closed today. Yeah. All right, Nalani, you lead the way.
I'm going to join in on this party. I just love the authenticity of how we show up in our community. I want to tell you, Nalani is 13 years old. And Nalani is already a future reporter, community reporter. So I just want to encourage you. This is what's possible for Shasta County. You know, I was showing a while ago in the very beginning how big Shasta County is. So just to kind of like while Nalani is walking around and Janina's walking around, let me just show you how big Shasta County is really. So if you look at this, you know, this is San Francisco on the left side with 49 square miles, 7.75 million people. On the right side, right there, is Shasta County with 3,775 square miles, with 72 square miles of water, and just 182,000 people. So if you think about that, like if you think about the how big our land area is and how small our population is, that means our people are spread out. And so there's a challenge in resources, in information, because people don't know what's available because of how big we are. I remember one of our mayors saying that one of the best things about Shasta County, even Redding, one of the best things about Redding is we have a lot of open area. And one of the challenges about Redding, Shasta County, is we have a lot of open areas. That means it takes all of us as a community, you know, to take care of our natural resources, watch out for our open spaces, be out there using our outdoor spaces, because if we don't, other people will, you know, bad people will. So let's go out there. And right now, this is what Nalani is doing. Nalani and Janina are showing us around the Kids Kingdom, just going for a walk. And after this, I'm going to show you how to find the resources, the parks that are near you. Because remember, our goal is to show you information, resources, services in Shasta County. And so we're going to do exactly that right after we come from, Nalani shows us around King's Kingdom. How big, Janina, how big is that area?
You know, so it's really big. I would say it's an easy walk from the parking area down here. But honestly, I would say probably about 3 Enterprise High School, that whole area wide. There's plenty of area to roam. And I love it. Like, you even got families that come down and they're just doing spontaneous flag football. There's definitely people down the way playing what is disc frisbee golf, I think it is. I'm not sure. Yes. So I'm new to that, but I'm definitely willing to check it out. But they even have like handball courts. Let's actually go check out the court right over here.
A very great spacious area with lots of opportunity to do so much fun activities.
What do you think, like, for teens, if you were going to come down here, what do you guys usually do? Come down here, maybe make videos, or?
There's lots of things you could do. You could have like fun games. This is a really good ideal spot for people to come down and have fun with their family, or even just come down here by themselves. It's a really good, peaceful area, and I feel it's like a very safe area as well. Here That's we really have a court. I think this is either the basketball court over here.
It actually looks like
tennis court.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah, I see people playing tennis.
And during the pandemic, a lot of families got really resourceful. I know of a few families that had started pickup soccer here, and it kind of grew into a bigger and awesome thing. But that's another thing. All of this is free resources that Shasta County literally offers in our backyard.
You guys can see over there. How do we get in here?
I don't know, but I don't know if they've got classes going on. So, Lionel, but how about you? Have you seen this before? Let's take a peek what this is.
Personally, I actually have not seen that part of it. I've seen the part where waters, like you said, it's so big. And then we've seen the part where the pavilion is, because that's actually where we gather, kind of have community gatherings in the Filipino community in the area, where we just had Easter Resurrection Sunday there. And so I'm familiar with the pavilion, but not quite everything that's available. And one thing that I'd like to point out, this is not just in Enterprise. They were actually just in Caldwell Park before here, and they were going to air from Caldwell Park, but decided because this is Nalani's favorite place that we're gonna go show the Kids Kingdom. Nalani, tell us a little bit about you. How old are you, and what school do you go to?
I am 13 years old. I'll be 14 in August. I actually am homeschooled. I do a homeschooling program down here in Redding. But it's just an amazing place. I love Kids Kingdom. I love that Shasta County is opening up new things to do, and they're opening their horizon of new things that you can go to, visit, do with your friends. There's amazing places here. I love all of the places here. Yeah, but I've been part of Kids Kingdom. I've been going here since I was little. They have Oasis, which is a fun center. It's super fun. They have a whole bunch of stuff here. I truly love Shasta County because they are opening up. It's a really safe place here, and it's just fun.
Oh, and I got the scoop. Apparently, this is pickleball.
Pickleball.
I've never heard really of that. Cool.
Let's see over here.
Could you tell us a little bit about what pickleball is?
Absolutely. Well, right now there's training going on over there. So newbies and people who've been playing for a couple of months are learning more about the game. And pickleball is played on a badminton-sized court, but it plays a lot like tennis, cross-court serving, and you got to get the ball in the net. And scoring's totally different.
Yeah.
But the smaller court makes it easier for a lot of people to be able to play.
Yeah.
And it's typically played with partners, but you can play singles.
I love it. I never knew that this was back here. And I've been coming here 6 years. So we're actually live. We're on a Shasta Family virtual, Shasta Kids and Family virtual expo.
Okay.
Yes, and so we're live just showing them around what things that our county, amazing fun things that we've got to offer.
Yeah, these are beautiful courts.
Oh,
These are some of the nicest courts around. If you traveled to different states and play pickleball, these courts are really good.
Fantastic. Do you guys have a professional team that practices out here?
No.
Not yet.
No, but there's people that play tournaments.
Right
They
on.
travel and play tournaments, and they medal.
Oh,
yeah.
Right on. Well, we're so grateful you took some time to talk with us.
Well, let me tell you this. If somebody wants to start playing pickleball, we teach on Saturdays at 11 right here at Enterprise Park, and Tuesday nights at 5 o'clock right here.
I love it.
Yeah, anybody can
play
come.
some
Just bring
pickleball.
tennis shoes. You don't need a partner. We'll give you lessons. It's free, and teach you how to play.
That sounds fun.
I love it.
And that's what's one thing cool about pickleball. You don't have to have a partner. Anybody can.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's awesome. And that just shows kind of the community of Shasta County and Redding and how open and inviting it is. And I love, love, love the Enterprise Community Park.
Nalani, I just wanted to say I am so, so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. You are 13 years old and you are just on it and ready to be on camera, just doing your own community reporting. This is what's possible for our youth in Shasta County. If you have any event, any activities, take us around. And then we'll get you live on our virtual expo. So this is so beautiful that you get to be example. Did you hear about the Leo Club of the Lions?
Yes, my grandma was telling me about it.
So I just wanted to actually declare that Nalani is going to start. I'm going to put you up on screen and take our ticker off so that we can have your name out there. So Nalani, you say, am I saying your name right?
Yeah, it's called, well, how I say it is Nalani, and then my last name is Aliman.
So Nalani is going to be our first future lion in Reading Breakfast Lions Club. That is a declaration right there. Okay, woo-hoo, yay. Okay, so thank you so much. I'm going to come back. Thank you so much, Nalani. You are amazing. Thank you, Lion Janina, for taking us around kids and the Kids Kingdom. I'm going to take our viewers in the last 7 minutes before Salt Sea Cave to show them how they can find these resources. Okay. So before I do that, I'm going to come back and honor our communities reporters, because our community reporters are so important. I wanted to be able to honor you before we close. Would you be able to jump back in about an hour?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. You don't have to be anywhere.
They could actually put in chat if somebody wants us to hop over to another location.
I know,
put it
right?
in chat.
Put it in the chat if you are somewhere, you just want to just join us just for fun, like see what's in Shasta. I mean, put it on the chat. I will send you the link to be able to jump live with us. So much fun. Okay, so I'm gonna just show you, because I promise we're gonna show you information and resources. I am going to just remove them from the screen, and I'm going to do a screen share with you. So what I'm sharing the screen share of is, again, the healthyshasta.org. Healthy Shasta practically have everything that you are going to need. So we're now here at the healthyshasta.org website. I would love for you to go to Be Active. And under Be Active, you can go outside and play. So let's go outside and play. So when you go outside and play, you can actually see your City of Reading Parks and Recreation, your City of Anderson, River Park, City of Shasta Lake, Bernie Falls, whichever one is closest to your community. And then there are local recreation ideas. Find new places to walk, hike, and bike. And if we visit Reading Recreation, it is providing fun, affordable, interactive classes and programs for the whole family. So let's explore on one of the options. So we're looking at the City of Reading. And so let me reshare the screen. This is the beauty of what we're doing, is we're learning to do things authentically. Let me stop that screen, share the screen again. We're going to go to Chrome, where I'm using a tab, and we're going to look at the Park Finder. So when you clicked a while ago under the Reading City Park, this is what comes up, the City of Reading. They're all connected. They're all gorgeously, beautifully, efficiently connected. So now we're looking at the City of Reading, and you have neighborhood parks, community parks, school and park joint use sites. So if you look at, for example, your neighborhood parks, we can have recreation programs. So we can just look out here and look at the recreation programs. We have the different parks that's available for the City of Reading. But of course, the City of Reading is not as challenged as our Shasta County communities that are more on the outskirts. So this is just kind of to show you what resources are available for you to look at. So we have a Park Finder. So welcome to Reading Parks. We have a Park Finder, and what that means is, like, when you have a list of the parks here, but if you click the Park Finder, you can pretty much be able to see what parks are available in your community based on, you can put the categories you're looking for. If you're looking for a community garden, you're looking for a community park, a neighborhood park, you're looking for amenities. So for example, if you're looking for baseball fields, barbecue, if you're looking for barbecue. So we're just going to look at, let's say, community park, and we're going to choose barbecue. Ooh, it went before me. It made a decision before me. So for example, you're going to look at barbecue. What is going to populate for you are all of those parks that are available for you to have barbecues on. So these are just available, to us. And then it gives you a map, of what, there are 14 facilities found with barbecue areas out in Reading. And we have everything from, it just decided reset itself. There are Air Benton Park that I saw a while ago. It's loading up right now. The story of internet. So just wanted to show you that's how you find those resources. Just go to remember you go to healthyshasta.org, healthyshasta.org, and be able to like really tap in from here. There's so much more resources in here. We only looked at Be Active. There are recreation opportunities. Under recreation opportunities, you can actually see local groups, local recreation groups. So if you wanted to join local riding groups, and between kayaking to mountain biking to outdoor adventures to recreation, unlimited fun and friends, riding mountain biking, they're all available here at the healthyshasta.org, and they've made it so user friendly. Like you can just pretty much scroll off the top and be able to see the resources, be able to link, and you can never be alone in Shasta County. Just so you know, you cannot be alone in Shasta County because we've made it easy and convenient for you to just tap into these different groups where you can just join whatever your hobby is. So we're coming towards where we're going to show you another health opportunity, which is breathing in salt. Who's coming up is Yolando, who actually owns the Salt Cave here in Redding. But with that, while we're waiting for her to come on our show, I'd like to just continue to show you what other things you can find on our screen. So going back to our screen share. Isn't this fun? You get to see what's available. Just looking at this right now, let's explore even biking. Redding is so known as a biking community. So let's look at the opportunities for biking. You could look at biking on the left side, or you can even scroll from the top and look at bicycling. I guess they call it two different things. So let's look at biking. So under biking, you will see all other resources for biking. Bike racks available. Healthy Shasta has 6 bike racks available. Okay, you better listen to organizations including schools, community centers, government buildings, businesses, and facilities where community members frequent. So bike racks hold 2 bikes. That's for convenient short-term bicycle parking. So you can apply for that. See, that's available right there. That's a community resource available for some of our businesses. Our plan your route with the bike riding map. Ooh, so you could never get lost. With our bike riding map. So there's also Shasta County Bike Month work group. Imagine that. We have a work group that goes to bike, with their work. And then we have Redding mountain biking maps, Mount Shasta biking maps. I can't talk anymore. And then we have all of these biking resources and information. So if you have a passion or are thinking of just jumping in and really going into being able to get on your bike, get fit, weather is perfect. I would love for you to try out this website. It's got all of the resources that you're going to need to be able to really get out there comfortably. Because the key word here is comfortably. You gotta be comfortable, because if you're not comfortable, then you're not gonna have fun because you're worried, of other things. But there's so much resources out here that you could already pre-plan your bicycling trips, And so with that, let me bring myself back on camera. We are really on the last hour, and it's time. It is time for us to take another. What time is it? I need some comments. It's time for raffle. I need some comments on our comment section. want to thank, as we do this raffle, Reading Breakfast Lions Charity for really taking in the stance to have a vision to bring resources and information to Shasta County community. So this is presented to you by the Reading Breakfast Lions Charity, and this is the nonprofit arm of the Reading Breakfast Lions Club. That's been in Reading, serving kids and youth programs for 58 years now. I've been saying 57, but it's been 58 years now, since 1964. And I want to honor all the Lions that still are in our club, serving actively, really like actively, despite it being a 58-year journey for many of our Lions who have grandfathered a lot of youth and kids programs in our community. So it's in partnership with the Reading Breakfast Lions Club, and with faith on what this can look like, KIXE-PBS is also our sponsor for our ads. They saw what's possible. And of course, the manufacturer of all things you can imagine, Lions Turtle Bay Exploration Park. With that, I also wanted to thank our sponsor for our raffle. And our sponsor for our raffle, can someone comment who our sponsors are? Who's our sponsor for all our raffle? Are so generous. They gave us almost $2,000 worth of raffle prizes for this event, so that our viewers can continue to get really encouraged to jump in and comment and get engaged and share it. What we're giving now is $100, another $100. We had a winner of $100 a while ago of gift certificate to Wind River Mini Mart and gas station. We are giving out another $100 right now, courtesy of, did we get any comments? Let me look at my comment section to see if we've got any comments for our I'm looking at our comments. Do we have any comments that we can draw from? You got your chance to kind of still put your comments right now, because we get to have comments to have a raffle. If we don't have comments yet, we're not going to raffle it yet, because we've got Loriana, and of course you can double win it. Okay, so I'm going to wait from our comments, because we get to have comments on our show so that you can win a raffle prize. And if you don't want to win a raffle prize, still put your name on there and then give it to the next person. That's my stretch and my challenge for you. Okay, with this, I want to just really bring into our screen someone who has traveled all around the world. And what's very unique about this service is that she's traveled around the world, and she brought that, the things that she's seen around the world to Reading. And now we get to enjoy it, both the essence, the atmosphere, in the center itself. And the reason I am still doing this is because I would love to be able to honor her well with her thumbnail, because who we have right now is such a gift. She's traveled all around the world, like I said, and brought these resources about the benefits of sea salt for our lungs and our skin, not just to eat it. So coming up, let me take off that banner. Coming up is Capturing the Essence, who will be speaking about, the benefits of salt. And this is really close to my heart, because as a hospital physical therapist, had COVID in January, still going through the complications of it right now. I have personally gone to this center, and my husband too, and we've had some transformational results in being able to breathe better, so much so that I'm speaking right now. Still have a little bit less endurance from that, but if you've had allergies, if you've had COVID for COPD, all those things, this is going to be something you'd like to watch. And if you know of people who have that, share this right now. Give them a call and say, you got to see this. So who I'm bringing up right now is Capturing the Essence. And Yolando is going to talk about salt. Don't just eat it, breathe it. And this center is so gorgeous. She's here to help with respiratory, physical, and mental health. And you probably are thinking like, what? Salt? Yes, salt. And let me bring to the stage Yolando of Capturing the Essence. Woo! Welcome.
Hi, it's so good to see everyone. We're so excited to be on here today to let everyone know in Reading know about Capturing the Essence Salt Cave. We are actually right here, right now, in what we call our living room. And let's see if I can get this to cooperate for me for a little bit. There we go. This is what we call our living room entrance. And it's our reception area to get you into the Salt Cave. So at Capturing the Essence Salt Cave, we really care about Reading. We care about their respiratory health. We care about making sure that, we've got incredible, everybody knows, a lot of fires here. So our lungs are greatly impacted by the air quality, and the allergies are just horrible. So at Capturing the Essence Salt Cave, what we do is we have two rooms that are filled with Himalayan salt, and salt actually decreases inflammation in the body, and it also helps clear the lungs, the nasal passages. It'll clear your ears. And salt is antibacterial, it's antifungal, it's antimicrobial, and it also gets rid of molds. So we pump in sodium chloride into the air. So it's 99% pure sodium chloride. It's a pharmaceutical grade salt that we put into the air, and you breathe it in. You really won't see the salt, but you'll probably taste it on your lips. So I figured I would give you guys a tour of what we have here. There's actually 2 rooms. So right now, again, we are in the living room. As you can see, this is our couch. These are actually, and get down here. These are salt domes. You actually put your bare feet on them, and they help to detox your body. So they're warm, they're relaxing, they detox your body. We have them for sale here. We also have other salt lamps here. And I'm going to walk us over to our other office where we are going to explore the salt caves in Reading. So we're coming out here.
While you're walking there, Yolando, let me share with them some of the pictures that you actually have shared with us.
Okay.
So what's coming up is gonna look like this.
Yes.
It's an amazing, amazing salt cave. Tell me how much salt is in that, Yolando?
We have 2 rooms with over 2,000 pounds of salt. So actually, there's over a ton of salt in our salt room. And as you can tell, it clears you out. People who have headaches, migraines, who have colds and allergies. I had one client, she was using her inhaler 3 times at night and twice in the morning and then twice in the day. And she came in, we try and make it affordable for everyone. So we have what we call a 10-pack. And she bought our 10-pack, which gives her 10 20-minute sessions. She only needed 8 sessions, and she was able to reduce her use of her inhalers. She wasn't using it at night anymore. She was only using it maybe once in the day. So it's made significant difference. We have some other clients who have come regularly. And one woman, she was in her 20s and she couldn't go hiking. She couldn't run, and she can start running again and hiking again. We have kids that come in. as young as basically a month old. So newborns are able to come in. Right here, we have what we call our salt tent. Let's see if I can get this thing to, I might just have to take it off and use my hands. Hold on for a second. I have a Kimball here, but it's not working as well. So there we go. Hands work best.
This is
Right here we
beautiful.
have
Yay! We see it. The tent, we see it.
Yeah, so this is our 10-minute tent for people who haven't gotten their smell back or their taste back. It's really been effective. After 1 or 2 treatments, in a 10-minute session, people are getting their smell back and their taste back. It's amazing. So we are going to go through here and see the salt rooms. Here we go. So this is one of our salt rooms. I'm going to take my shoes off. We don't wear shoes. This is actually salt here. This on the floor, over 2,000 pounds of Himalayan salt. And this wall is a giant salt wall. So you can come in, you can bring your family, you can bring your kids, you can bring, we have women that come in and just want to hang out with their girlfriends. Teenagers love it. It's amazing. And what we've done is we've filled the entire room full of Himalayan salt. And that cup right over there on the wall, that actually is where we pump in the sodium chloride. It's micronized to the size of a red blood cell, which means it's really tiny so that it goes deep into your lungs. And as it's going in your lungs, it's cleaning out all of the yucky stuff so your body can clear it out. So you might need to cough, sneeze, or blow your nose. And actually, salt is a disinfectant. So it cuts open other molecules and then encrusts on the inside, so it kills them. So you don't have to worry about giving anything to anyone or getting anything from anyone. You can literally just come in, sit back, relax. So we have a 20-minute session and a 45-minute session. Let's see if we can get into our other rooms. Sometimes this one, here we go. This one is super peaceful. If I can get it to adjust here. Sometimes I can get it to adjust. This one's a little darker. We have, I guess, I'm not going to get the light, but we have an egg swing in here. I'm going to turn up the light so you can see it. So this is our other salt room. Again, there's salt on the floor. This is an awesome egg swing, so you can come in, sit, relax, breathe in the good air, clear out your lungs. Salt therapy also helps with stress, anxiety, depression. The color of Himalayan salt, so that color there, actually helps your boost your immune system. And we have, it helps athletes who are training or doing a lot of weightlifting and they need muscle recovery. It helps them increase the amount of oxygen in their bloodstream so that they can perform better. And then if you've been had a salt session, we also have massage therapy services. And we work with men, women, and children. And in this office, we have 3 different massage therapists. And you can come in and basically spa all day. It's great. Hang out in the living room, go to the salt room, have a massage. We're here for our community and we're excited to be here. So I don't know if anyone has any questions for us. Oh, I can't hear you.
Thank you. I want to show you a picture. Yeah. I want to show you a picture. It might not even be legal, you know? But let me show you a picture when my husband and my older son and I went to the salt cave. Let me show you that picture.
Okay. Ah, fantastic. We love it when people bury themselves in the salt.
So look at that. So what we did was I mean, it is a lot of salt. So we really, yeah, it really helps because my both me and my husband had COVID, and he's going for I'm gonna uh, just leave that for people to see.
Yeah.
But my husband is going for 100-mile bike ride, and he's struggling after COVID, like he doesn't have his endurance back, and just being able to get that tent treatment once, and then also having buried himself in the salt has just like made such a significant result in his ability to train and breathe without being so short of breath. It was so much fun. Like just I initially wasn't gonna do it with them, but I was glad that I did because I get to be the barrier, and then I still buried myself, you know. So that was
That's
so
great.
much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you just literally could dig in. And we've got a lot of salt. A lot of salt.
Yeah.
And
So
it actually helps. The salt that we have on the ground is actually Himalayan salt. It comes from Pakistan, and it helps to decrease inflammation in the body, in the muscles. We found that people who've had broken bones, their bones have healed faster, tissues healed faster. And so it helps heal bone and tissue, which is great. We have people with carpal tunnel, and they'll come in and literally bury themselves, bury their arm in the salt. And we have one client, she came 6 times, so she got a salt 10 pack. She came 6 times, and she doesn't wear her braces anymore, and she's in her 60s, and it's been over a year, and she has not needed to wear her braces for what used to be carpal tunnel symptoms. So it's amazing what salt does inside and outside of our body. And for people with skin issues, acne, psoriasis, it helps. So everyone is welcome, and we've got lots of services here for you.
and I think, Yolanda, this goes back to the benefits of salt. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is like, ancient,
Yes.
ancient,
Yes.
tradition of how
Yeah.
salt is a disinfectant. There's a
Yes.
lot of and it's it's a natural antiseptic. I don't know if you guys know about this. Comment on the comments if you know about this. You know how they say gargle your mouth with salt if you have a sore throat.
Yes.
You
Yep.
know, like even going to the ocean and dipping yourself, on the salty water gets you that healing properties if you're having skin issues or if you're having lung issues. Just to be where you
Absolutely.
can breathe salt is very,
Yeah.
very beneficial. So and this is what you're bringing, here in Reading. I love the design that you've created. I'm like, where'd you get the inspiration from? Tell me where you got the inspiration from.
Well, as we were creating the room, we were thinking, okay, we want to make it cave-like. And one of the ways that came to mind was literally look at the Kilar salt mines in Pakistan, and we painted our walls so it looks like the inside of the mine there. They don't have vines, but we love vines, so we added those. And this lighted wall is actually all salt. This is all salt. You can actually lick it. It's salty. It's really salty. But salt.
And there's also air salt that's being blown out, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That was my experience. That there was
Yeah.
also a saltiness in the air that was being
Yeah.
blown out.
Yeah. So right behind me, there's a white cup on the wall, and we micronize 99% pure sodium chloride. And so it's pulverized to the size of a red blood cell, and then it's blown into the air. And the great thing about that is that when that happens, it actually collects negative ions also. So it becomes a giant EMF chamber or negative ion chamber in here. So it helps reduce the EMFs that are kind of getting trapped in our body or that we're being affected by, which causes inflammation. So it decreases the inflammation. It goes in, acts like a roto-rooter in our lungs, ears, nose, throat. People have
Yolanda, I want to
migraine.
share this picture. I think this is perfect
Sure.
for this conversation.
Yep.
Look at
Yep.
this.
Yeah. Salt is definitely like a toothbrush for the lung. It goes in and just basically scrubs and clears out the mucus. So basically melt all the bacterial type things that are in our body, kills things that. So basically, viruses, bacteria, and fungus, they absorb too much salt. Our body is made amazingly, so we absorb just enough. This is going through our respiratory system, not our digestion. But those other things that are not good for us absorb too much. So they'll either explode or the salt will cut them open and they'll die. And then our body will just naturally be able to clear it out. So we suggest drink lots of water. You'll probably need to sneeze or cough. But everything, it's actually more sanitary or more sanitary in here than in an operating room. So it's more sterile in here than being in an operating room.
That's amazing. That is just amazing. And I just really want to leave that there because I want you to tell us a story. I know you told me a story of like, someone who was having anxiety, of someone who was like really struggling and the mom wasn't quite sure if her son, if I remember the story right, could stay in the salt cave. And what was the experience like?
Oh, well, we've created actually salt towers that are lighted. And do we know that different colors affect our body differently? It can calm us down, decrease blood pressure, all kinds of things. And those towers are actually, if you want to pan back, I can show you.
Okay, so let me bring you back.
Yeah, so we have our salt towers, and we actually created these, so we're patent pending on these. But her son has some developmental delays, and he's in his 40s, I believe, and he has a hard time sitting still and maintaining attention. So we actually put music inside of these towers, and as it vibrates the music through, it's a salt tower, it just calms down the system. So being in the salt room, the salt helps decrease anxiety, depression, but also affects mood. And these towers in combination with our salt room, he was able to sit there for like 3 hours as we were talking. It was amazing. So, and without complaint, without anything.
And even the transformation of relaxing, from being anxious and being being restless.
Yeah.
To
So
like just the miraculous effect of salt is pretty astounding. Like we probably don't have a full understanding of the benefits of salt, in our body.
Yeah. So we have moms and dads who bring in their children who are some level on the spectrum of autism. And if they have tactile issues, they love the salt. I cannot tell you how much joy is brought to so many people who have sensory issues or attention issues. This is like a place of peace. It's a little refuge, and it's a place where the whole family can come at the same time. And the parents don't have to worry whether or not, if their kids are the kids aren't rolling around or running around. They're actually enjoying playing. So the whole family gets to relax. Usually moms don't get to relax. They're like, super vigilant. What are the kids doing as you're playing? This is a place where the whole family can come and get rest.
And it's like a big sandbox.
Yes, it's a giant sandbox. If you can see in that picture, it's like the mom is chilling, relaxed. One of the kids is buried and a boy relaxed. How many boys will just lay down? Usually that's what girls do. Boys are super rambunctious, but it's like something for everyone. It's great.
And like you have different testimonies too that I'd love to like be able to just presence, because to me, to have a holistic alternative to breathing other than just antibiotics, and be able to like really help with, whatever gunks has been stuck. We've had fires in the area, we've had inflammatory reactions in our lungs, and we've got decreased lung spaces to like really, have this, reclaim back some of our lung spaces is pretty phenomenal. I was like really very, very impressed with it when I first saw it. With that, I know that you've got some pictures that you've shared. You've got a dog. What's the picture with
Yeah.
the dog?
So we started doing salt therapy for animals because it also helps animals clear their lungs. There's a lot of animals that have, they itch a lot or they scratch, they have allergies, sleep disorders. There's actually a veterinarian who uses salt therapy with her animals, and she was able to get rid of cancer out of the animals that she was treating in 4 months. It reduced and got rid of tumors that were in the liver. So salt is good for the whole family, your pet family and your kids and husband, wife, your significant other, yourself. So we have a tent where we can put the animals in, and they're 10-minute sessions, just like our 10-minute tent. So the animals aren't in there very long. And no, the animals are not in the salt room ever. As far as where all the Himalayan salt is, they go in the tent. So it's exciting to be able to share this with our community. We're excited to be here. So come and relax, kick back, and enjoy the salt rooms. So I'm going to head back over to the living room office.
I would love, your living room office is actually very, very fashionable. You've got some offers that you've actually wanted to give to our Shasta County community, and I wanted to just like not miss the opportunity for you to be able to like really share that. So you have some pictures that you have sent, and one of them is 100% natural salt therapy. And it's got all the benefits in here for anxiety, depression, blood pressure, headaches, migraines, arthritis. Oh my gosh, yes. Nerve pain, muscle recovery. I'm like, just the amount of benefits you get, fibromyalgia. That's powerful. Swelling, inflammation. And this goes back to the healing benefits of just salt, like being able to have potent salt in it, right? I'm not the expert here. I'm gonna have to like defer back to you.
Yeah. So the sodium chloride is what you're breathing in, and it helps since it's decreasing inflammation in the body and helping heal tissue faster. It helps with arthritis. We have people who, their fingers and toes and knees and joints are really, really stiff, and salt loosens. So we've actually created a couple of products to help with that. You can actually take it home, which is great.
I'd love to hear that. I'm going to give you the full screen.
Yeah. So we have salt packs right here that you can purchase. You can throw them on your shoulder. You can put them around your neck. Actually, you can put, and you don't need to heat them. So rice packs you have to heat because it's the heat that is actually giving you benefit. But salt is medicinal, and that it has its own properties, and just putting it on, I can feel it. Oh my gosh. It gets rid of migraines. We usually suggest that people put it in a refrigerator, and it's not like a horrible cold like an ice pack. It's like a cool cloth on a hot day. And literally within about 5 or 6 minutes, it gets rid of a migraine. So you can come in the salt room. If you can't come in the salt room, you've got a salt pack. We've also created them. They're called Body Vibes, where you can wear it. So people with carpal tunnel syndrome, you can get a Body Vibe, which is a salt wrap. And we also have them for the knee. You can just place these on your knee. You can place them anywhere on your body. They help with bloating. So if you deal with bloating, you can just sit back and relax. If you deal with pain anywhere, the salt packs are great. So, but I wanted to highlight one of the things that we love doing here in the salt room is we have this chalkboard with our events. So we are here to serve the community. So we're actually going to be at Cool April Nights. We'll be at the Reading Fire Festival, but we just had a salt and sound, which is we're doing a sound bath in the salt room. And what that is frequencies are healing. Frequencies are healing for our body. Basically music. You know how music can make you feel really good? Well, specific frequencies actually help heal our bodies. So we did, get out of that light. We have a sound practitioner who does healing sound tones in the salt cave. We usually have about 7 people in the room because 7 or 8, and it was amazing. We do it for an hour. People keep coming back. We also have story and poetry nights. If you like poetry, you like to listen to poetry, you like to tell stories, we have story and poetry night, and it's for all ages. So if you have a teenager or a young person that likes to do poetry and tell stories, we meet right here. We come into the living room, we open it up at night, we turn our lights down, so we have our salt lamps going and our other twinkle lights, and share stories. We have what is it called? Vision board night. So we provide all the materials, and it's free. At Christmas, we did a gingerbread house making contest. So we try and open up the living room in certain evenings so that people can enjoy. So there's a lot going on here.
Thank you so much for sharing. And I just wanted to give you the opportunity to tell them how to reach you. I know
Okay.
we're having it scroll, book your experience,
Yes.
capturingtheessence.com.
Yes.
So when they go there, is there like a place where they can just like book an appointment?
Yeah, so on that page, we have at top and throughout the page, there's lots of images, but there's links, and you just click on the link and it takes you to our booking website, and you can book online, you can call us. We're open 2:30 to 6 p.m. for the Salt Caves, Tuesday through Saturday, unless we're at an event, like we're going to be at Cool April Night coming up. So you can book online, or you can contact us through Instagram. We're on Instagram at CES Cave Reading. You can leave us a message if we're not here, and we'll get back to you. We do massage in the morning, Salt Cave in the afternoons, so you can have a full day here.
And I could only tell you it takes the experience for you to know. I could not describe how good it feels to be where Yolando is sitting right now. Like just the essence of the song. I'm like, even the sound, some of the sound that can you take us to the lights that you're selling that actually you could put an Alexa speaker inside on?
Actually, I can give you a sampling.
Yeah.
So let me get that on. And what you do is anyone's Bluetooth speaker will work. And we just put it in the tower. Let me get it connected. I've had a little trouble earlier. Let's see.
And it's amazing the sound, like how it resounds with just being inside the salt. And even the essence of how salt is vibrating through the music is just like, just really feels so good. So it takes the experience for you to know how good it feels to be where she's sitting right now, between just all the salts that's surrounding her, and even outside. So there's a different room for the salt cave, and there's a different room in this living room where things are for sale. Even having that in your home, is just like, as a source of music, it like really makes the sound more resounding, in my experience, at least with my experience of it. But also like it just makes it feel so good. Like there's something different about the air, having salt in it, that makes it like softer and easier to breathe. It's almost like I can describe it.
I was having trouble. My computer wasn't want to connect to my Bluetooth. So there we go. Figure out which one it is. Oh, there we go. I found one. Found one that connected. So this is what a Bluetooth, it's just a regular Bluetooth. It's playing right now. You're hearing the regular sound. But when I put it in here, it not only amplifies, so this is just normal sound. And then
Well, the only thing I can say is you got a very, very good mic that filters the sound.
oh, that's probably why. Yeah.
Yeah. So like your mic is, mutes kind of like the background. So either both music we couldn't hear, but you just have to take my word for it. Oh, there we go. We can hear it now.
There we go. I'll put it inside. So this is sound normally. Can you hear it?
Yes. And I'm getting ahead of you, Yolando.
No
You've
problem.
got a discount from Mom Gifts for
Yes.
Mother's Day coming up. I'd like you to
Yeah.
speak about that.
Yeah. So we have a great little package here. So normally our salt packs are $24, but they are on sale for $20. And we have a heart stone. So we only have a few left, but we have these packages of, it's literally a heart salt, and they can wrap a washcloth around it and put shower gel, and it actually puts minerals in the skin, or they can just leave it because it's really cool and really pretty. And then we also have our punch cards. So normally our punch cards, actually they've priced up to, there would be $225 if you did 10 sessions, but we have it for $125. And normally our that's our lowest discount on our 10 session punch card. So you can come in and create a little package. We've got gift certificates. We have those foot domes. Moms do not like to be cold. So if you want a gift that keeps on giving, we have the salt domes, and all of our salt lamps are actually on sale. So you can get them at a great discount. We have most of them are 50% off, but the salt domes for the feet are 25% off. So
thank you so much for sharing that. I'm going to go ahead and if you sign up, I just wanted to let you know, when you sign up, leave us comments in here. We are going to actually put that on the loot bag. We've got a loot bag where we've got businesses who couldn't come today, who wouldn't be able to go on video, who have put things on the loot bag. So we're going to put that discount card on the loot bag. And if there's any other information on salt that you'd like to put there, Yolando, that's available for any of our viewers who just comments, registers on our website. And with that, Yolando, I'm going to give you the last closing to say, your invitation or what you'd like to say.
Yeah, awesome. So we're happy to be here in Redding, California, capturing the Essence Salt Cave, where we say salt, don't just eat it, breathe it. It's healthy for the entire family. There are no side effects of salt, and it's for your respiratory health, your mental health, and your physical health. And we're happy to serve you. Come and visit and check us out online.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Yolando. This is such a wonderful experience, and I love that you took us on a tour. This is very, very new, very new. You talked about how rare this kind of service is throughout the whole country, right?
Yeah, actually, we are the closest salt cave to us would be in Oregon, and the next one would be in Sacramento, and then you'd have to go way out to the coast, and down to Southern California. Salt therapy first came to the States on the East Coast, so there are some caves there or some services, but we literally are the only place to come in North State. So outside of Sacramento, and then you'd have to go to LA. So we're happy to be here.
Wow. So it is really amazing that we get to have you here. Just amazing that we get to have you here. So my invitation to Shasta County is take advantage of what you have. Take advantage of having the Capturing the Essence Salt Cave right here in the center. You're on Hilltop Drive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hilltop Drive.
Yeah, we're tucked right behind where the Pizza Hut, right next to Quality Inn. If you drive into Quality Inn, we're just there on the left. You can't miss us.
So good. Well, thank you so much, Yolando. Have an amazing day. And I know you've got a lot of things going on, so thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Oops. Okay, so we are down to our last 17 minutes for this virtual expo. I would definitely want to do a raffle. So comment on our comments, say hi, say where you're from, say thank you for the Salt Cave being in Redding, California. What is it? What's your favorite that you've seen so far? I would love to be able to see, because this virtual expo is brought to you, presented to you by the Reading Breakfast Lions charity, the nonprofit arm of Reading Breakfast Lions Club. Let me change my banners in here. Brought to you by Reading Breakfast Lions charity and the Reading Breakfast Lions Club. And of course, it is brought to us by our partner organization who believed in bringing resources, information, services to the families in Shasta County, because they serve Shasta County and all 5 other counties around us. And that is KIXE-PBS, our favorite local TV station, and in cooperation with the Turtle Bay Exploration Park. This is a no-fee donation only service for people who are coming online. And if you'd like to be a part of that and you'd like to donate to the Reading Breakfast Lions charity, 100% of our proceeds all go to the Reading go to the Reading kids and youth in our community. And so just send your donation. You can go to shastakidsfamily.com/donate. And that all benefits the kids and youth program in our community. So just so you know, we have been in the community for about 57 years, 58 years now, as the Reading Breakfast Lions Club. And we've been serving the youth and the kids in our community. And so when you donate, 100% of the proceeds go back to support kids and youth programs in our local community. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about some of those programs that we have been supporting, that we've been partnering with other organizations to support. Just go to shastakidsfamily.com/donate. Also, you can check us out, the Reading Breakfast Lions Club. You can check us out through our website, the Reading Breakfast Lions Club, with all of the fun things around us. ReadingBreakfastLionsClub.com. There's also a button there to donate. ReadingBreakfastLionsClub.com/donate. And we will be able to channel both of that towards the kids and youth in our community. And so check us out also, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, as Shasta Kids and Family Virtual Expo. This virtual expo is a vision. And so it's not a one-time project. We are ahead of the game for all other places, because we're bringing in technology to bring the vastness of our population, just spread out over a whole, huge community, not even just community, but communities, to one location, the Shasta Kids and Family Virtual Expo. And so tomorrow I will show you how to find resources and information for kids activities, and educational resources. That's coming up tomorrow. So I would love to be able to like really make this a community effort. I'm not a talking head here by myself. I'd love to be able to bring you online. If you'd like to come online, show us your neighborhood, show us your community. We'd love to bring you on. Message us, put it on the comments. We've got some people watching the comment section, and we'll send you the link to be able to jump in with us. How fun would that be? So anywhere where you have internet, you can jump and just join us. So you can check us out, and get your free raffle tickets. Get your free raffle tickets and your free virtual loot bags, because we have such a generous sponsor. Our generous sponsor for all of our raffles came from the major partner of our community, Redding Rancheria. So we've got over $1,800 worth of raffle prizes for this event. I've only given $100, so we've got a lot to give tomorrow. So we may have to change the way we do our our raffle. I'd like for you to comment, because that's how we're going to really raffle out these. Is we're gonna just like go to the comment section and choose from the comment section who is going to be on the raffle. So what's our raffle? What's our comment session looking like? To my assistant, maybe I'm not getting the update. Maybe I'm not getting the update. So let me log back in. We're live. We're looking to raffle $100 of Mini Mart gift certificate from Wind River Mini Mart, and you can use it for gas, you can use it for food. And we're down to our last 10 minutes. We're gonna get our reporters back, our community reporters back in just a little bit. And I just wanted to like really be able to honor, oh my gosh, our 13-year-old community reporter today. And bring her back in. So we're waiting on that. And we are also going to bring back her ever faithful grandma, our new Lion Janina, who just took her around to be able to do this. So with that, let me just bring these pictures that's Janina and Nelena. So let me just bring her picture up just to honor her. I'm going to take off Redding Rancheria. So Nalani Aliman is a 13-year-old frequent visitor of the Kids Kingdom. She was the one who took us around the Kids Kingdom a while ago, and it was just so much fun because she displayed the courage. She displayed the courage and the enjoyment to just be able to take us around and show us what's available. And with that, we were able to transition into showing you, how to find neighborhood parks and parks close to your area. Wanted to let you know that this is actually available. This is available for you to watch the recording. We're going to be doing some clips to be able to cut off the different portions that are really valuable that we could share. And one of them is going to be this share of this 13-year-old that just became our community reporter today. So we're down to the last 10 minutes of our show. Thank you so much for our 5 viewers who have been watching. We've got 6 viewers now. I would love to give the $100 to our viewer, and we are going to go ahead and get that. Let me borrow your iPad. So we're gonna play with the comment sections. So the way we're gonna do this is, let's see if we can do it that way. Okay. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to go through the comments and just be able to give it this way. Okay. Okay. I am not seeing much comments. So we've got more prizes for tomorrow. We're going to leave our prizes for tomorrow, and then we can continue to give the prizes for people who leave their comments below, because even after this recording is done, you can still leave comments in the comment section. Say hi, say hello, and we'd love to be able to get your raffle prize to you, because that was generously given to us by Redding Rancheria. So go ahead and leave comments when you watch this video. We are just waiting right now for our community reporter. Wanted to honor our other lions that's part of this project, Mary and Gary, who have been instrumental in all of the websites for the Shasta Kids and Family Virtual Expo, and also for the run, the Lions Turtle Bay run that we're actually also doing. So let me tell you about the Lions Turtle Bay run. We have the Lions Turtle Bay run that's actually happening Sunday, October 2, 2022. Tomorrow, I will be playing the interview of our organizer, our lead organizer, Oli Jensen, who is going to be who actually spoke about it. It was a pre-recorded about the fun things and how to register and how to be as part of the Shasta community in supporting the Lions Turtle Bay Run. It happens Sunday, October 2. You can register to run and register your event. Message us in lionsturtlebayrun.com. And with that, I am grateful, for my fellow Lions Mary and Gary Stevenson, who have been taking care of our websites. You can also check out the website of Reading Breakfast Lions Club. They update that with so much updates every so often before we could even catch up with it. It's readingbreakfastlionsclub.com. You can go ahead and check readingbreakfastlionsclub.com. Be a part. We'd love to be able to get more members, really make this a vibrant community in Shasta County, because we can. It is such a jewel. It is such a treasure. We are vast. So since you're here in closing, if you have not seen the beginning of this, I just wanted to really bring back the heart of why we're doing this. Our county is very vast. So just in comparison, this is our lovely Shasta County. Let me take away the banners of it. Just to be able to show you, this is our Shasta County. And in outside of the concept of it, we are about 27 cities and towns in Shasta County, spanning 3,774 square miles. Now, I know it doesn't sound a lot, but let me just do the math. 3,774 divided by 49, I think, is what so about our size is about 77 San Francisco's. We have 77, and San Francisco with 49 square miles has 7.75 million people. We have 3,775 right here on the right side square miles of land, 72 square miles of water, and only 182,000 population. So you could just imagine how spread out we are. And that's been the challenge as to why resources and information are quite a little bit scarce, because of the vastness. We have such a generous community, a generous city, a generous town, that all of them connect together, we collaborate, but we get to bring that information through something like this that you can access and share online. This is actually right here playing live. This is playing live right now, streamed in multiple different locations. We are streaming right now in Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and you can find us. So we'd love to be able to bring you on tomorrow. We are on our last 4 minutes of closing, but we'd love to be able to really share with you our heart behind this. Our vision is to be able to bring services, information, resources, activities, and talents in Shasta County into one place that we can all celebrate and we can all just like really bring to the forefront, so that everybody is one community. We're not all different. We're not all different towns and cities. We're one community. That is Shasta County. So beautiful comparison for how our size is compared to like even San Francisco and Sacramento. So we've got such a big landmass. You know, I would repeat something that I heard from our former mayor, Brent Weaver. Our former mayor said one of the best things about Shasta County, even Redding City, is that we have a lot of open areas. And the most difficult challenge we have in Shasta County and Redding City is we have a lot of open areas. So with that, you know, we are looking forward to continuing to serve you in this platform as a virtual expo. You know, some of the things that you can do being a business, being a service provider, being, you know, my former Lion sponsor, Lion Charlie, had a dream. He said that I want people who are serving, you know, be recognized. You know, there's not a TV program that's recognizing people who serve. And I said, that's going to happen. So he passed away in March, and I made a declaration that that's going to happen. And that's one of the things that we want to be able to do here in the Shasta Kids and Family Virtual Expo, is to really celebrate the people who are serving their communities in like their own ways. You know, we have such generous people who are just serving in their own ways. The unsung heroes, the heroes that never wear their capes, that looks like everybody else, but they are heroes. You know, even the ones that are cleaning, you know, our river trails, the ones that are volunteering their times to, you know, serve in different areas of our community. And I'd love to be able to bring that up tomorrow. We've got quite a bit of a full day tomorrow. Everything from education to educational resources, to recreational activities, to finances, credit building. Our run is going to be featured tomorrow. It's going to be a packed day tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Join us tomorrow. We're going to have a different link for you to watch. Share this video, invite people to come on. Let's make this a community. We're just going to send, message and comment and say, you know, we'd like to come on, and wherever you are, provided you've got internet, you just have to tilt your cell phone sideways like this, just because if you're I still have my calculator up. You know, if you've got your cell phone this way, you're going to be small on it. But if you have it like this, you could be practically anywhere in Shasta County, provided you've got internet, and we can bring you on, and you get to share just like our wonderful, amazing speaker just a while ago that just took us around. I wanted to just bring her picture up. Nalani Aliman, you know, just rocked it. Like, she's 13 years old, and she took us around and showed us, you know, Kids Kingdom a while ago. And you can replay this and watch this again. We were hoping to be able to bring her in, but because their technology is not participating, we are going to bring them back in tomorrow. And also with her was her grandma / aunt, who was our community reporter for the Redding Farmers Market early in the morning where we started, and her name is Janina Johansson. She's with the Redding Breakfast Lions as a new member, and she's also the founder and the owner of the tax group. So with that, I just wanted to thank you for spending the time with us. Thank you so much, KIXE-PBS, for believing in the vision to bring information, resources, services, activities. Thank you so much, Lions Turtle Bay Exploration Park, for believing in the vision of really sharing the information. You know, you're the Turtle Bay Exploration Park is such a center of creativity, and we get to be creative, Shasta County, as we do this together. This virtual expo is for you, and it's also yours. You get to come on and tell us about your community, tell us about your resources, tell us what your favorite things are in Shasta County, and we'd love to share with you the rest of Shasta County. That is our goal. And so with that, I just want to thank also our sponsor for all our raffle prizes, Reading Rancheria, who has been so generous to give us raffle prizes. We're going to continue to give the raffle prizes tomorrow. And also, we've got a loot bag. So I would like for you to actually get that loot bag. So if you just direct message, you comment, you are part of it, we will message it to you. For our winner of our $100 gift certificates from Reading Rancheria to the Wind River Mini Mart a while ago, direct message us and we will mail your gift certificates to you. So with that, I just wanted to say thank you. I meant for this closing to be a celebration with my fellow Lions. And we hope that tomorrow will be a better celebration, that we get to have several Lions come on stage. And let's just celebrate our county for the very, very beginning of the Shasta Kids and Family Virtual Expo. It is very, very beginning. It's in the very beginning of it. We're in the cusp of creating something new. Thank you so much for watching and have an amazing Saturday. We'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m.